I'm on the drugs right now. I can use your love right now. But they steady trying to tear me down. I'm just trying to
See, he's talking about being a virgin.
I hate this nigga, bro. I hate this nigga, bro.
Like he was rapping, I was like, hey, okay. Like, and I was a virgin. Ain't nothing wrong about that though.
You a hater, bro.
Come on, man, you can't relate.
You a proven hater.
Like, why?
You never related to being like a person like, man, I need to have sex. I need
No.
He said, I ain't never did this before, no.
No, I really can't relate to that.
No.
I know a lot of people are just like, but to me it's just like,
But
to me it's just like, that's not really like a big deal. Like if you want to get bitches, go get bitches. If you don't want to get bitches, it's fine.
We not rolling in, Dale. Do your thing.
Let's go.
You know what the fuck time it is. It's the Really Good Podcast, man. Home of the Really Good Podcast.
We live?
We live.
Fuck, let's do it live. Let's do it
You
live.
know what time it is, man. Clap it up.
This shit
It's for the
regular.
kids. It's for the kids, bro. Thank you to everyone joining us, man. It's gonna be a good night. I can already feel it. Shout out to my co-host, man. We got some dogs in the building.
Are you dirty dog?
Bark.
That sound like
Wait.
a Dogecoin bar.
Ooh, that was more like a.
Wait, hold up. I got some drops for y'all.
Kai Creations in this motherfucker.
Like yo, like this one.
Are you dirty dog?
I got it made
Yo,
for
these
us,
are
man.
hard.
You know what time it is? Like we got sandwich with no mayo over here.
Might be Deo.
Hey.
Oh, you know what time it is, or is it?
Day old meal.
I'ma save him. I did some work though. I did some work. You know what I'm saying?
That was nice.
Sakib, I'm gonna unveil yours pretty soon, but that's light. I got a lot more going.
Oh,
So,
hell yeah.
anyways, man, glad to have everybody with us. I feel like the shit sounds extra crisp tonight. I think it's the new chords.
It is
New
the new
chords.
chords. I can feel it. I can hear
Shout
it
out
too.
to new equipment. We all love to
Oh
see
God!
it.
Also, I didn't introduce you. Sakibi Comedy in this motherfucker.
What's good, motherfuckers?
Y'all heard the
Yeah.
drop,
You
but if you
heard?
didn't know,
Better
we
put
in
the
this
reverb
motherfucker.
on that, man.
all right, I'll make some changes, huh?
What does that say?
I made this one for you, Mel.
Niggas ain't got no bread. Niggas ain't got no bread. Niggas ain't got no bread.
Yo, these are hard.
Anyways, then we got Young
Hey, this
MT.
what you call a musician, right?
We-
You feel me?
yeah. We got Young MT
We
in
got
the
the
cut
Brown
as well,
Parks
man.
in the building.
We got our post production and
We
all
all
that
know
in
what
the
it
cut.
is.
I was gonna ask y'all about your weeks, but I'm starting to think about that. Should we like dead the weeks? Should we switch it up to some other shit? Because I be feeling
If it
then
happens,
I'm
it happens. If it doesn't,
then I'm always sitting here. Yo, how was your week? I don't know, nigga.
What's
we
your
already talking
next
about
week
it. Yeah. What's the new shit we'll come up with, bro?
What you doing this week?
No, comedy hour. You got it. The first 10 minutes, you got to just do a set.
Dude, for real? Alright, let's go.
All right, next time.
Hey.
Prepare for next time. Prepare for next time. You'll be right. You'll be right.
I was ready. I
Oh, you about to
was
go?
ready to let it rip.
Bro,
But
the weak shit, cause always I feel like you start flowing slow, like,
Yeah.
cause deadass, we just fucking sat here and got shit ready, and then we sitting here. So how was your week, Tori?
Yeah,
Oh
it's
well, this week I fucking ate my breakfast every morning. How was your week though, Mel?
oh my.
All right, cool.
Hey, just say it with your chest.
This one goes. I'm sorry. Alright, go ahead.
This week, really nothing.
See, this is why I don't ask about the week. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, this is why the week is not important. We gotta just get straight on to some topics and shit. All right. But I feel like there was something else I wanted to say before we get started. Let me go to my notes. There was something.
He came prepared.
I watched some
I'll
documentaries
throw
and
on
shit
a question
recently.
You got
right
the
now.
notes out.
Oh, J. Cole did a freestyle
That shit was hard.
this week.
It was.
We might maybe talk about what happened during the week. That shit was hard. J.
shit
Cole
was
is still J.
hard.
Cole. I
You
was like,
spitting.
yep.
I'm spitting.
Bro, I can't lie. I heard his first bar, And I was like, wait a minute. Then I saw what he did, and I'm like, oh yeah, nope.
Yeah.
Pat just checks out. It's not a letdown.
Yeah,
Most of them niggas, they come back rapping it like Meek. Meek put out that fucking. Oh, have y'all heard the Lemon Pepper freestyle?
Mm-mm.
All right,
A while ago, right? A while ago, right?
Oh my bad.
Is it good?
It's worth it. I'll cut it out, but bro.
He did it over this beat.
Yeah,
I never heard the original.
Really?
Everyone was shit. This act said it sounded he was running out of studio time.
I can't cry to no hold back, I can't get my work back. Knowing you died about some shit that we did wait for it. Should I survive and made it out? I don't wanna go back. So if you really need the streets, my nigga, then you should know that. I ain't forgetting where I come from, but I'm alert that.
Nah, this shit choppy.
I don't think it works with his like shit works with the beat.
The way he was just delivering this shit was kind of weird. I never heard him come like that.
Meek
No
Mill
homo.
only has like one flow though.
Huh?
Meek Mill only has like one flow.
No,
That's so disrespectful.
He has multiple flows.
Really?
But I mean, like, he's like
come on.
He's not like fucking amazing. Like,
Super versatile or anything.
this could be
Meek? Yeah, I mean, his main shit was when he was on that screaming mode. I mean, he
Yeah.
could switch the flow up, but
Yeah.
that flow was terrible.
Not for that beat, for
Yeah,
sure.
that beat doesn't
that
work
beat
with
was
it.
Well, I
not.
don't know what he was doing because I
hella
never heard a
choppy.
flow like that nigga slowing down. It sounded like then he just speed up at the end. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe off drugs.
And
He
I
could've
feel
just
like
smoothed it out a little bit more.
Yeah, like go
Like, too
redo
weird
all
and
that
s-
shit. Like,
Like he did with that one song LMA with LMA. I'm talking about Monday to
Yeah.
like,
yeah.
fucking the
That
shit
sounded
out
hard.
you, getting the shit out like 7 days straight on like that.
I thought that was hard. Actually.
Yeah,
I like
yeah.
that verse.
Yeah. I did like that song. And it's also like you can't just go on the Drake beat after Drake murdered it. You
Bro,
know?
that's the thing, cause Drake bodied that shit. And I'm like, bro, what the fuck is this? Meek, like, bro, everything Meek does nowadays is just like, oh my god, bro. Like, I don't ever try to defend him ever again. Like, bro, you know what
That's your
pisses me
mans.
off? Okay, we'll come back to Meek. This is what pisses me off. Like, all last pod, I'll be fucking on my own cam, cause like it looks like I'm looking straight at this motherfucker.
So what?
Bro, I think it's no, dude.
Should I
It's
turn it?
weird as fuck. No. Cause like I guess the way I be tilting my head when I talk to y'all, I end up looking like straight at it. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with me,
Bro,
but I'm gonna
look
cut
at
that
us.
out. No, so
Just
not,
look
from now
at
on,
us.
I'm about to look either there or there, bro. Because deadass, the cam is best when I'm looking like that way or toward Dale. But every fucking take, bro, literally, I had to keep cutting my own camera.
Nah, you be staring at your face.
Bro, I'm literally saying this. Yeah, so there's a lot of different things going. You got to examine, like, bro, it looks like I'm just looking at the fucking viewers. Like,
It
that
does.
shit does not look right.
I can't lie. Dale is the worst at holding the mic.
Oh yeah, this nigga should be like this, bro. The entire time, like, which cam do I put on? but Meek shit, bro. Everything Meek has done for like the last year and a half has just been like, yeah, you can't defend him. The Kobe bars, jumping in shit on social, him and Act going back and forth.
Why did
This-
he choose me?
Why? The Tekashi shit, the Duke shit. That was the only shit I couldn't like. That was the only one I wasn't hating on Meek, cause I'm like, you look like Meek was talking shit to him. Wasn't a good look, but like, okay, at least there was some type of like defense. But the other shit, bro, was just like, Meek, why do you do this to yourself, bro?
Stay out
Like,
the media, bro.
bro, he had all the fucking billionaires behind him, like for a cool ass minute, and
Jay-Z.
now this nigga talking about, oh, I'm gonna get into Doge, bro. He said he was gonna get into Doge when it jumped up.
Put 50
He's like, y'all got to get investing, bro. That's the thing. He's always trying to give advice, but like the way he gives it, he makes himself sound like the dumbest dude in the room, but he's the one like the loudest about the advice. It's like,
You
what
still
the fuck?
old. It's okay. Motherfucker getting old.
No, I don't. That's not old. That's not old.
Alzheimer's
Jay Z
kicking
getting
in?
old. Jay Z will tell you about taxes and shit like that. J Cole getting old. They'll tell you about taxes. Meek is just being fucking Meek.
Imagine Jay-Z talking to you in like his way about like taxes, like sure.
Sure.
Tell you about taxes. Hey, you gotta get the tax bracket.
I'm dead. Hey, what do y'all think about that though? When like rappers like Nas was talking about, Nas was talking about shit like that, like taxes. Like he had a song with Jay-Z on Khaled's new album, and they were talking like shit like that, taxes and stuff. What do y'all think about that? I know you gonna shit on it because you don't like that conscious shit. You're like, bro, I'm not trying to learn how to file my taxes.
Trying to get
I
hype
mean-
and dance.
This nigga
I
trying to
mean-
throw some ass.
See, the thing is, if every now and then, if you make a song pertaining to that type of content, it's cool. But now if you're making
Build a
whole
stallion.
albums about it,
Shake that thing loose, boy. Build a stallion. Shake that thing loose, boy.
Yeah, I was
No,
gonna
keep going.
Yeah, wait till you sound like
Keep going, bro.
bro, what is that? Cut.
Surprise, motherfucker.
All right, go ahead, bro.
I need that sound eliminated.
All right. It was-
My manager will be in contact.
Hey, that one's gonna catch on. Can't even lie. Dale the Stallion.
No.
She got a nice ring to it.
No. No, I veto that. But I think it's actually pretty good that they're making a song like that because, you know, hip hop has a negative reputation with bad messages within it. And then a lot of kids listen to hip hop, and like once again, even though they don't want to be, they are role models. I think it's very important for rappers like Jay-Z and Nas to make music about being financially literate and doing your taxes and make sure you're investing and stuff like that, because it can really change even one kid's life. Like, oh, they're talking about it, let me take it seriously. It's not some quote unquote white people nonsense or white people bullshit that a lot of kids, like when they're like 18, fresh young adults, like don't take it seriously. So I commend it, but I just don't want them to make a whole album about it. Like, I'm good off that.
He's about to put up.
Did you like 444?
Stop.
That was pretty good. There's some songs I liked on it.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know if that's doing it for me. 4 songs or you said a couple songs. Wait, what did you say? A few
songs.
A few songs I like on it. You know.
You only like 3 songs. Which ones?
I like the story of OJ.
Why the fuck you lying?
That's not that. That was not that hard. No, I'm just playing. That one aside. All right, fine.
Yeah, like, I think because like the whole documentary was coming out at the same time.
My bad. I need to figure out the timing of these bitches. Some of them bitches be long. This nigga whole shit just getting drowned out. Why the fuck you like, yo? Sorry. Good take though, bro. I tell you, was getting off. I'm gonna have to cut the audio just to smooth it out and shit.
Yeah.
But nah, okay. That makes sense, bro. Y'all want to talk? Elon?
Wait. What documentary you saw? You didn't bring up your documentary shit.
Wait, you didn't.
Oh, okay. Fuck. You want to hear about that? That's the thing. That's one of the things. I'm gonna start just telling niggas about stuff, bro. Because like, there's so much dumb shit. What?
You didn't even let him answer about Jay-Z. You was like, all right, bro, that's cool. All right,
no, he did answer. He said what his favorite song was.
No,
Story
he
of
played
OJ.
the drop, it cut him off, and then he was like, all right, let's go.
Because he said Story of OJ. Then I was like, nigga, no, you don't. Then I started playing it, but like, how long am I gonna ask this nigga what songs he likes off Jay-Z's album? What
no,
other
he was
songs
talking
you
about
like?
taxes, I guess, but then we were about
No, he's talking about his favorite song, but elaborating more on like why it's.
I mean, I was
All
saying.
right, go on. They want to hear more. So you didn't like. So you like the Story of OJ. What
It's
other
not
songs
what the
did you like,
fans
bro?
want. It's what we want.
Yeah, let's hear.
I don't remember like the names, but I listen to albums like constantly all the way through. But I remember.
Are you thoroughly? Is that the answer?
I remember liking. I remember liking tracks 1, 3, and 4. Yes.
All right, now we can
All right. I'm glad we circled back. Where was? Oh, okay. Documentary though. Okay, I'm gonna tell you. Fuck. I'm excited to tell you guys about this though, but it's fucked up. Where is it?
You're taking too long. Let me ask you a question real quick.
For sure.
Bro, like, what's wrong with these niggas around me, bro? Yeah, I was gonna let them run. Like, okay, nice. Keep the flow going.
All right, we got a fun fact.
Something
all
Downs.
right.
All right, so check this out. This is some wild shit. Her name is Diana Downs. I'd be watching my weird ass
Diana Downs.
murder history shit.
What kind of fucking name is
So
that?
basically, a lady brings 3 kids into a hospital. They're all shot. 2 of them, or 1 of them's dead. 2 of them are shot twice in the chest. She brings her kids in. Her story is that she pulled off to the side of the road because she saw a guy that needed help with her 3 kids in the middle of the night type shit. She pulls off. Says she claimed like she was gonna go stop off and render aid to somebody. Next thing you know, she says he throws her out the way, then shoots up her kids, then dips. Didn't take the car or nothing. So obviously it's like a red flag. Then there's pictures of her. I'll show it to y'all. But they all describe her behavior as just being fucking crazy. Like just the way she
shot
was,
her kids. Fuck.
That's what it was looking like. Larry, this is the picture they kept showing, which is like the most fucked up. Oh, this is the one. Bro, that was her on the night of. And she got shot on the arm, but shot in like the forearm. So basically, it's looking like she killed her 3 kids. They like took us through like the trial and stuff like that. The 2 kids survived. So like they dead ass testified against her, and she was on all these shows and stuff talking about, but like, dude, her delivery, it's like she couldn't do herself any favors. Like she sounds crazy as fuck. Diane Downs. Super crazy, like she's cold as fuck in the face, like that look.
Yeah, that should
bro.
look scary.
She just looks hella crazy in all the interviews. She sounds crazy, and like the stuff she's joking about is like she's saying shit like, man, people don't know, it was a nightmare. Like they don't know how much my arm hurts. Like people think I got lucky, but I don't feel that lucky. If anything, like my kids got lucky. I'm like, bro, when your kids died, like, are you crazy? Like this shit was wild. And then her what was it? Okay, so she'd had a husband prior to this. The husband came back in the picture like, yo, what the fuck? Because obviously that was one of his kids. The third one was, I think, with another guy. Basically, turns out she had done all this to get rid of her kids because she wanted to have another kid with another guy. So she was pregnant in the courtroom. Long story short, she gets convicted of the shit. The kid that she was pregnant with got adopted. and then grew up not knowing who her mom was. Because all the kids got adopted, but that one she was pregnant when she went to prison. So grew up not knowing who her mom was. Eventually figured out who her mom was and was disgusted. Then started to read the book, but then couldn't do it. Then one of her boyfriends showed her the documentary about her mom. She said as soon as she saw it, like her whole life just took a spiral. Like when she figured out who her mom was, fucked her up in the head. And then basically from there she ended up having a kid at 17 and just living that fucked up lifestyle for the most part, like from what she describes. And then she reached out to her mom to talk to her because she's like, bro, like the emptiness I feel, at least there's someone else that's like I'm connected to that at least knows. So at first her mom's saying like, oh, I love you. Like it's so, oh, here's her daughter, by the way. Love you. It's so great to see you, blah, 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 or to hear from you. And she's being super sweet. She said within weeks, out of nowhere, she starts like accusing her of shit, saying like, you're out to get me. You're one of them, bro. Like, so she's just being like delirious.
The mom started accusing her?
Yeah,
Oh,
bro.
okay,
Like she
okay.
went right back to being crazy and shit. And then she was like, I was just like, wish I had never done that. But then after that, I guess she like turned her life around and I guess like went to school and shit and found somebody, or actually not found somebody. She already had 2 kids. But that shit was wild. Imagine you born adopted, then you reach out to your mom who you find out was a fucking killer who tried to kill your other siblings. That's wild.
Yo,
and her life got fucked up after that. Do you feel like that would fuck your head up? Because
yeah,
it would fuck mine up, bro.
Definitely.
Because not only did like your mother try to kill your siblings,
Yo, it's hot as fuck in here.
Yeah, man.
they tried to kill the siblings.
It smells like it.
For her, bro. Like that's the crazy part.
My bad, yo, go on, bro. I'm literally fucking drenched.
That shit was crazy. But anyways, like, yeah, not only did your mom try to kill your siblings, but your mom tried to kill your siblings for your sake, so they can have you.
Oh, I need
so
to
like
think about that.
your whole existence caused that to happen. Like that's why I can really fuck somebody up.
You know what it was too? It's because the new guy she was with, he didn't want to be a father to them. So he's like, what the fuck? Like,
Do something about it.
Wait, did he knew, but like he was okay with her? Like
he didn't know she was gonna do that, but that was her motive for it. And I guess in his eyes, it's like, oh, your kid just got shot. Like, what? That's a crazy story. But bro, it's crazy. Like the people that do this stuff, it's like they didn't even try to get away with it. Like, what is that thought process? I'm gonna shoot the kids, then shoot myself in the arm, and just say that someone tried to get in the car and shot him. Like, bro, they didn't even take the car, and you just drove him to the hospital. And bro, like she didn't even try to act, bro. Like the way she was acting was like, yo, she is crazy.
I mean,
as
at that
fuck.
point, mentally, you're not savable to act any type of way because you're whatever psychosis you're under.
But yet you think you're being deceptive. Like she was really trying to sit there in interviews like, I loved my kids. Like, bro, just hearing her talk, you're like, this bitch is crazy.
Yo, you know, recently, like, the homie, like, told me a month ago that this woman in Reseda, actually, which is, like, pretty close to us, she ended up drowning 3 of her kids.
3 kids, yeah.
Fucking crazy. And, like, she said, I drowned them. I did it as softly. I don't know how to explain it. And then, like, she did it because supposedly the father was in sex trafficking or human trafficking, and she did it to save him from the father. But I'm like, what the fuck? You just drowned your kids?
No, that's what she said, bro. But I don't think there was much merit proven to that. Like she just said her mindset was, I was trying to save them after she fucking drowned her 3 kids. I was trying to save them from their dad. Fam, that's not saving your kids from anything. You just killed them.
Tell them to run
Exactly.
away.
Like that's
Like,
crazy.
any
shit
other
I ever
option
heard.
besides
Like,
Like,
shit
take your kids and take them somewhere. You ain't gotta take them into the fucking pool.
that
Like,
shit makes no sense.
yeah. Yo, quick question.
Hmm.
If your girl was gonna die and there's no way of saving her except I would have to fuck her.
she's dead.
Like one of your boys had to fuck her.
I mean, realistically, no, she's dead.
Can you repeat the question?
So, like, if your girl's about to die and there's only one way of saving her, and it's for me or one of your boys
Yeah,
to fuck
why
her.
you make it one of your boys? That makes it weird. If it's just a random, I feel like that's.
Are you gonna let her die? Like, you're
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna like entertain the combo of like, oh, that's
No,
you
it's
fuck
just
my
kinda
girl.
rude.
Like that's kind. I don't
See,
know.
At that point, you're losing either your girl or your friend.
So you gotta let him do it, and you break up with her.
You gotta pick
So
your
I'm gonna
poison.
give you life. I'm gonna let you live, but we're done.
But would you be homies with your friend?
Oh, absolutely. No, absolutely not. Both those relationships are donezo.
What? You can't be homies with your friend. He just saved your girl.
Nah.
He fucked my girl.
Yeah.
He saved her life.
Yeah.
He fucked my girl.
Saving comes with
Are we
sacrifices.
having a
And
conversation about this, like in like the room, like
That's a quick one, you know.
like hey, just get it done like
Huh?
1 minute.
Oh, you're talking about with the people.
okay,
I thought you were talking about us. I'm like,
yes.
what the fuck?
What did you? I was like, what do you think we're doing?
No. I'm talking about like, are we having in the waiting room? Are we having a
Mel was
conversation
like,
about
Oh,
it?
do you have to watch?
Mel was like, is this really happening?
No, let her die. Let her die. At that point,
Yeah, if I gotta watch-
at that point, she can go,
But
bro.
wouldn't it make it a little bit easier, the situation?
To
just
watch?
Not watching. I'm talking about like talking about it, like with like, hey, this isn't really.
If
It's
Mel
just,
gonna be sitting there like,
Fucking right in the pussy.
Oh yeah, right there.
yo,
Coaching him? Oh, you cannot coach the homie.
Wait, she likes it when you do that. Like, yeah, like that.
bro,
That's crazy.
Melvin's a
You were
fucking.
like, hey, you never made those noises
Hey,
with me
but-
before.
oh, exactly,
Like, what the
yeah,
fuck?
exactly.
Like, hey, what is going on?
If the homie
You're,
hits
you're enjoying it too much.
yeah, that's gonna hurt.
So, yeah,
Melvin's a fucking cuck.
double homicide. Double homicide.
No, I'm just trying to bring some like another side to this. Like, what if there's another option, or like, what if
No other option.
Okay. All right.
No other option.
Guns to your head, forced to watch.
Shit.
all right, let's get into some serious stuff. The serious business now, boys. We're warm. We're loose. All right, we might as well just go right into what's going on with Palestine and Israel. Dale, why don't you take this one? Why don't you take it off? Take this one. Yeah, never mind.
Take off.
Let me read
Take
it out.
off.
No. You know why? Because I was about to play the Dale theme about the shaking ass, but now I feel like
can't
maybe
play
we
that.
lead in a little different.
You literally cannot play that shit.
Bro, that shit is funny. Let me just play it and then we'll do the. Come on, bro.
Dale the Stallion, shake that thing loose, boy.
I'm
Bro,
gonna need that
come on.
sound eliminated.
All right, Palestine and Israel now. That's what
All
I'm
right,
saying.
Elon, and then
We'll
we'll get
come
into it. So Elon went on SNL recently, and then apparently fucked up crypto, right? Fucked up stocks.
Yeah.
Tesla dropped to like 590 something today. That was wild. Yeah. So y'all were trying to tell me, like what the shit that happened on SNL was. I know I watched it back, but why don't y'all
So-
shit kind of fill me in? Cause I don't know. I'm still missing I don't get why that fucked things up, but I'll let you.
So recently, like Elon Musk went on to SNL, and prior to it, there was some controversy with the SNL cast, and there were some people and some murmurs that they were like they weren't cool with Elon being on SNL because the billionaire complex. He's like he's a billionaire. Why should he be on there?
Fucking haters.
But then, bruh, and then he gets on it, and Elon Musk is like the cool billionaire.
He's an alien.
He's trying to be like in with the culture and shit. That's Elon Musk. But every time he does that, some shit will drop. And it's like if you ain't inventing shit, like shit's always gonna drop. So yeah, he gets on SNL and he gives his monologues. He actually sounded decent when he was talking, but he still sounded crazy. He made
Improvement.
He sounded like he just was kind of awkward in a way, but also a lot of people were expecting that Dogecoin was gonna go to like $1, and when SNL hit, it was not going anywhere. So a lot of people, the first wave started panic selling, as what we referred to, and you saw Doge's value just go down, and then people were like, "Wait a minute, it's going down! Oh shit! Let me sell while I'm in it." So that's what really happened. It was like a domino effect.
Pussies.
I thought they weren't like letting people sell.
Paper hands ass niggas.
Yeah, like on the day of.
I think Robinhood restricted the
Yeah,
trading,
they did.
like on the day after, because that's when it was like the lowest. And yeah, people it was just a domino effect of him calling it a hustle, and when people put so much expectations on it going up, because at that time it rose up to 75 cents, which is a lot, like from 8 cents to 75 in a month.
Surprise, motherfucker.
There you go. And basically what happened was it didn't go up. People were being like, yeah, it's gonna go up to $1, it's gonna go up to $1.50, and then it just was like going down in a way, or just stable, and like people were like, oh shit, because SNL was supposed to be the launch of like when Doge was really gonna be official, and then that first wave started panic selling, and then boom, when that value goes down, people are gonna follow the domino effect.
I think it's kind of obscure that people thought it was gonna go up. Like,
I mean, it was the trend. It went like that whole week. It was like
yeah, it was skyrocketing, but a motherfucker's gonna go on to a sketch comedy show where he's gonna have to talk, and they're gonna be making jokes, and they're writing his jokes for him. And I don't think that makes sense for him to go on there and people are expecting it to rise up because he's gonna talk about it.
And then also the skit after, he called it, because it was dropping the first wave of the panic sellers. During a skit, he called it a hustle.
Yeah.
And basically, you know, the mindset is, you know, I don't want to invest something or look into something serious if you're kind of joking on it.
But that's the thing. What I don't get is like, what did we learn that we didn't know? Like, what information did he like give that we fucking knew it was a meme stock? so we know how stocks work, right? How we trade currency and we trade things assuming they're gonna go up in value.
Yeah.
Then you have more money than you started with, right? Yeah. So this nigga saying, oh yeah, it's a hustle.
Stocks.
That's what we trip. It's a meme stock, and he says it's a hustle. I'm like, bro, I don't get it, because y'all knew how this shit started.
It was the effect of, honestly, people just putting too much emphasis on like, oh yeah, this is gonna go up, when really it never went anywhere, and people started panic selling, and now it's just like
people are dumbasses.
Well, no, the hustle is the fact that people expect it to go up for any reason. That's for any reason, and that's what they told you in the skit. It's like, oh, what are you actually buying? You're not buying anything. So for you to expect a meme, that is completely driven on popular interest. That does not create assets. That's not a business. That is nothing that really has any value besides the value that we place on it. So that's the hustle, is the fact that motherfuckers is buying all these random ass coins that don't mean shit.
I mean, he said it also when he was comparing the dollar as well. He's like, "This is a dollar. What can I get?"
And the dollar doesn't mean shit.
I mean, it's made with no function. It's a fucking meme stock. Like, we knew this. That's the thing. But like, it's like as the shit starts jumping, everyone wants to jump on. Oh, Dogecoin.
But right after, he did say that, you know, Dogecoin was accepting the space mission, right, to the moon, and now apparently today Tesla dropped Bitcoin as like you could buy a Tesla with a bit. I'm not really into.
I heard the same thing.
And the main thing is about the environment, and they were showing the graphics how Doge uses, you know, less than this percentage. It was basically one of the lowest percentage of like environment, but at the same time,
how does crypto affect the environment?
They mine crypto, like there's like a whole machine with.
What the?
You can mine it. You can mine it with a computer, with a gaming laptop. You can mine crypto with a gaming
computer mining. Okay, God, I know what that is.
And basically Doge, because it's, you know, you don't mine.
Oh, he felt like mine like in the ground and shit.
I'm like, they're mining.
Like niggas went to a mountain and started mining Bitcoin.
They're mining coins. I'm like, yo, what the? Like, I'm thinking like, I got this shit all backwards.
If you're mining from a laptop, what do you mean? Like
it's computerized mining. I'm not sure how it works, but I've seen like a big ass setup. So I forgot what it was showing on, but someone was showing like their big ass crypto mining setup. I forgot what video it was. But I dead ass thought like fucking mining, like you're mining for gold, but nigga coins. I'm like, yo, so what is this shit? Like, I don't even, that shit got me confused for a second.
I mean, there's different ways.
So how do you feel about the meme stocks and meme cryptocurrencies?
I think people are just gonna like, they'll get tired of it. You know, it'll get boring enough. But it's just like the trends. You know, it'll go up, it'll go down, it'll go up, it'll go down. And if it's garnering enough interest, you're like, all right, I'm paying attention. Let me buy in. Or like, I feel like people will buy in right now.
You think Elon has a motive in this? Like,
I think he's just a funny billionaire.
I think
because he just fucks with people.
Dale and I were talking about it, because if people bought it at like 8 cents, like I think you did, you're still kind of winning in a way, even if it drops. So like you're still up like probably like what, 400, 500. Yeah, so I mean you're chilling at that point, but it's the people that bought it at like 40 cents.
Bro, but even then, so those people, that's their situation. But the thing is, like, bro, if you understand what it is, like that's why I'm never tripping about this shit, bro. It's Doge. I put in like $112 like a while ago. It's up 600 and it's down. Like but I'm still.
You have the right approach to it, but like people, like I got in on it at 14 cents.
People are dick riders, bro.
That's right.
They're fucking dick riders, bro.
But that just shows you the value of like trending topics and social media. Like think about it. This shit was worth 3 cents like literally 2 months ago, and now it's at like still like 40 cents.
Bro, everyone become a trader when it's trending. Everyone become Muslim when it's trending.
They released the grip on like money and trading and stock and like all that like all that stuff. They released a grip on it. Like Wall Street Bets, like we see what they're doing. Like they're giving the quote unquote power of the investing to the little man now, to where everybody's an investor. Bro, have you seen like these fucking Coinbase commercials and Robinhood commercials? They're everywhere. Everywhere. You have people who have bro, you look at them and wouldn't, hopefully not judge them, but you be like, motherfucker, I know you don't know about investing, but you're telling me like you got Coinbase? Like, wait, hold on. Like,
let me just show you guys the market, the fucking.
Everybody knows something about something now.
Of Doge.
Bro, whatever it's trending, niggas know about. Dude, I've been. Bro, we're gonna get into the Palestine and Israel stuff, but everyone just becomes experts overnight on shit, bro. As soon as it gets cracking, they're like, "Oh, this is who I am." What are you doing, Mo?
I was just gonna let you guys know what the market cap is for Dogecoin. So Dogecoin a week ago was at a $65 billion market cap, and it dropped to 56 billion. But still, just the fact that it's at a 56 billion off like literally off a trending topic on Twitter, just shows you the power of like social media we has nowadays. Say what you want about social media, it has fucking power to it.
How do you think they'll regulate that type of shit like in the future?
By restricting our trading again? By restricting our trading again?
They can do whatever the fuck they want.
Yeah, they're gonna put it back to normal when it's not trending. Like everything's gonna go back to how it was when it's not trending. It's now everything is unlocking because people are like into it. Yeah. But in a couple of months, people are not gonna.
It's like they're giving us like the unplugged controller, and we're like the little cousin. You know?
Yeah. Like once we start playing by the rules, they change the rules.
Yeah.
The good thing about the crypto is they're learning a lot from it, and they're really taking the technology of the blockchain. That's more important than the crypto itself. Is the blockchain. So like when you have Ethereum or you have like the technology or the contract, the white contract or the white paper, I think that's what it's called, right? They have smart contracts where it's like, let's say you and I make a deal, right? And I say I'm going to pay you this amount of money. If I die, that transaction is still going to go through because it's through two separate like technology keys.
Yeah.
So that technology is great. That's amazing. That works for like insurance. That works for so many different like industries and facets of life. Like, but the currency itself, I've learned is just like that's pretty much just if you make some money in it, make some money. Be happy. Like take your money and go. Like I'm not saying fuck it. Like make your bread. Like, but I don't know. That shit is crazy.
Are you dirty?
I love the new drops. I can't lie.
For real,
they crispy. They crispy.
I got some I ain't even unlocked.
Not too much.
I know you do.
Not too much of a fan myself.
Fire, bro.
Yeah, they are like.
No, I'm not really much of a fan.
All right, we got anything else about Elon? Are we straight? I want to talk some Palestine. All right, so bro, this wait, everyone is straight though?
Yeah, we good.
The Palestine Israel stuff. So I assume and all this stuff going on in Jerusalem and everything. I assume y'all have like seen it a lot on your social media feed.
Yeah, definitely.
Bro, I feel like I spent like 2 days. I was being kind of lazy. I was just busy with shit, so I wasn't really like doing my due diligence. I'm like, okay, well, Pod's Wednesday. I'll do my due diligence and like educate myself. But I'm thinking like within these 2 days of fucking looking at social media, I'm just looking nonstop. Okay, what's going on? What's going on? Because I'm seeing people nonstop posting. It's crazy, bro. In like two days of like searching for this shit, like on IG, just when it pops up on stories, literally no post explained to me what was going on.
Exactly.
These niggas told me what side to be on. Told me I needed to do something. Told me I needed to not post this type of shit. And then if I'm posting stuff about this, then don't even. One person was saying like, don't. If y'all post shit like this, don't follow me. And I'm like, wait, what was wrong with this? Oh yeah, we follow the same people. That's why. But I'm like, fam, I don't know. Like when I just read that post, it seems like it makes sense because I don't know what's going on. Like so I don't. It's just crazy. Like we have such a big push of like when shit is trending, everyone wants to hop on stuff and do what they feel like is right. But like, for you to actually try to do this, don't you need to like let people know what the fuck is going on? And I get people gonna be like, you need to do your own research. I'm like, yeah, and I did do my own research now. But if your point is to spread awareness, shouldn't you be putting it right in front of people's faces? Like, this is what's going on. This is how you like make your decision on how you feel about it. But after seeing this, I assume you would feel this type of way or something like that. But
lay it out like a case.
Bro, I need to fucking know what's going on. I don't fucking just hop on a trend. Oh, I see people posting this is fucked up. Like, bro, I have to ask these. Like, after doing the research, I'll be like, I wonder if I asked them, like, yo, how many people died in the first attack? Okay, how many people have died on the Israeli side? How long has this thing been brewing up? A lot of those people would be like, oh, fuck, a long time and a lot of people. You feel me? Like, that's why it's just weird. So, that's just getting off that shit. What were you going to say? And then we'll get into actually what, I guess, an overview of what happened.
Like you were saying how you were on social media and you saw so many posts about it, but nothing telling you what's happening. I saw this one girl tweet about, like, how it upsets her that a lot of non-Muslim people are not tweeting about what's happening in Palestine. And I responded, what's happening in Palestine?
So offensive.
And she didn't hit me back. So I'm just like, so you're so upset that like people are not speaking about this. Me genuinely wondering what's going on. I ask you, someone who seems to be knowledgeable about the subject, and I don't get a response. I was like, to me that doesn't make any sense. Like if I'm advocating for something, I will make sure to like educate people on it as well.
Yeah, I've been seeing a lot of shit on social media too, and like what's it called? I see my Jewish friends or Jewish followers, and they'll post like I'm with Israel, and they're like posting all this type of stuff. This guy burned Kyrie Irving's jersey because he was siding with Palestine, and I was just like, yo, that's so interesting. And then everybody that was posting about Palestine were not anything like, nobody's from Palestine, you know. And like, I think it's just weird that what's it called?
Nah, I feel you though, and that's weird. Like, it is sides that everyone's picking. I feel like, I mean, I don't know if we even have to. I feel like people have the gist of, you know, like what happened in terms of.
Like, are they looking at it objectively? Like, are you just doing this because you're Jewish? You know, like, because literally that's what I saw. It's like, yo, you're just posting this.
Well, do you guys know the origination of why?
Yeah, sorry. Let's get into that. So they've had a clash, like, the two different civilizations for 73 years. It's been going on, and basically it's been nonstop not nonstop, but there's been a lot of back and forth throughout the years. And that's the thing, like, it does kind of just seem like it's war. Like, it's just been continuous between the two countries. From what I just studied up on, I'm not an expert, but I mean the stuff that's going. Well, sorry,
it goes further back.
Yeah, it's
basically
like Palestine. You probably would know more
because like it goes back to like the Ottoman Empire and like the fucking you know, there's always a fight when there's British people around, you know, because like I think Palestine, they were actually obviously they separated, and Israel separated, and Palestine, they were like conclusive with Arabic or like Muslims, Christians, and Jewish? No. Judaism?
Yeah.
Is Judaism? Yeah. Well,
Jews.
what's
Jewish
the word?
people.
Yeah. So it's like it's been going on for so damn long.
Yeah. All right, so I'll give it basically a rundown, and then because based on what I heard and even hearing other people's insights, I kind of have a viewpoint, but we'll get into it. So, some of the worst violence in years broke out between Israelis and Palestinians, an eruption of unrest that began a month ago in Jerusalem. For weeks now, Palestinian protesters and Israeli police have clashed on a daily basis in and around Jerusalem's Old City, home to major religious sites sacred to Jews, Christians, and Muslims, and the emotional epicenter of the Middle Eastern conflict. Jerusalem has been the scene of a violent confrontation between Jews and Arabs for 100 years and remains one of the most bitterly contested cities on earth. The latest clashes began a month ago with an Israeli move to block some Palestinian gatherings at the beginning of a Muslim holy month of Ramadan, already a time of heightened religious sensitivity. After those restrictions eased, tensions over a plan to evict dozens of Palestinians from the East Jerusalem neighborhood continued to fuel confrontations. All right, I'm gonna do like a little bit more, and then we'll get into it. Most recently, rockets streamed out of Gaza and Israel pounded the territory with airstrikes Wednesday, with dozens killed and no resolution in sight. The death toll in Gaza rose to 43 Palestinians, including 13 children and 3 women, according to the health ministry. That's crazy because the info I got today was at 28 people killed, and now that's crazy. So it's still going. Israeli airstrikes have leveled 2 multi-story apartment towers in Gaza Strip, where 2 million Palestinians have lived. Here's a look at why Jerusalem always seems to be on edge and what set off the latest round of violence. We won't go any further into the details, but people get the picture. Some other details are the airstrike killed 28 people. I guess maybe it's confirmed now, or it's gotten higher to 43. Yeah. Over 150 wounded. In Israel, the Hamas fired rockets back, I guess, to Israel. 2 people died, and then was it Hamas? Yeah, Hamas rockets killed 2 people. And then there was an Israeli assault on Al-Aqsa. I'm sure actually, Sakib, how do you say that?
Al-Aqsa Mosque.
Al-Aqsa
What makes
Mosque.
you think Sakib knows how to say it?
Because he's Muslim, and it's a Muslim mosque. Or it's a mosque. I don't know why I said Muslim mosque.
Muslim Mosque.
See?
Muslim Mosque. Muslim Mosque.
But in that case, left over 600 people wounded. So basically, they basically raided a mosque and tear gassed them.
And how y'all gonna do this during Ramadan, motherfuckers? Like that's some hurtful shit. Come on.
I have a quick question.
Yeah.
How real are we gonna get on this subject?
As real as you want to be, man.
All right, Tori, do you have anything you want to say on the subject?
Yeah, we're trying to win over an audience here. How serious are we gonna get? I
don't want to get this. Like the whole Israel-Palestine conflict is a very touchy subject in America.
So it's up to you. You gotta just think whatever you want to portray to the beautiful viewership.
I mean, to answer your question, it's kind of like I don't know what place I really have to speak on it, because it's like I could say like, okay, this is bad, and of course it's bad. Like people dying in general is bad. Yeah. Like I'm not gonna especially when you're not even in a time of war. You're living right next to this person. And from what I read, it's just been back and forth tension between the two. I think at one point Palestinians were living in Israel and they weren't paying taxes, and then Israel kicked them out, and then Palestine had a problem with that.
But here's the thing.
And then
sorry to interrupt, but like the thing was that they were there first, and then Israel occupied Palestine.
Right.
But like this is our territory now,
Okay.
so they're basically just occupying them. Like they're basically just settling in their lands, kind of how the basically it's the same thing with like settlers from Europe and Native Americans. They just try to take their territory.
And so do the Palestinians feel slighted that like America helped out Israel too? Like,
Palestinians were first there, like, and Israel, right? Or when they started expanding, I don't know which empire it was, but they started expanding, and then years and years later, you started seeing less of the Palestinian communities and more of the Israel communities expanding. So it's kind of like how we treat the Native American land. It's kind of like that. Unfortunately, I don't want to really get on that just because it's such a sensitive topic. But there is a backstory to that. It's kind of like the same ideal situation, which I think what you're gonna say is how I feel as well. So take it.
It's not something we've talked about how real we're gonna get, because it's more than just a simple conflict. Like this is a territorial dispute that's combined with a bunch of religions tension as well. So it's just like it's more than just this two nations beefing. Like there's a whole like history that goes back even like thousands of years. It goes by just by those religions themselves. And like basically one group was just saying, this is our land now, deal with it. And the other group was just like, no, what the heck? But one group was being backed by powerful backers. Like the US is allied with Israel. So that's a huge gun they have.
See, so that's something I think Trevor Noah was talking about. That was a viewpoint he was kind of sharing, because I had the kind of similar thoughts to y'all. Like once I started kind of understanding like the history of shit, I'm like, okay, I don't know who I am to come in and try to like pick a side and so, like I just learned about this shit first of all. But what I'm starting to understand is watching, and you're realizing like, damn, a lot of innocent people are just getting killed,
and that's terrible.
And it's terrible. But the part that makes it unfair, because you think of just two people going to war, it is what it is. Israel, like you said, has so much more firepower, and all the missiles they fired like 200 missiles. I'm saying, I think Gaza, not Israel. So basically, not Israel. Palestine.
Gaza shot the first ones, right?
But then even after these ones had happened, I guess they shot a bunch back, or the
Palestinians shot.
They shot
Israel,
back,
but Israel had like some defense.
No chance. Exactly. I think 2 people died total in that, but they just have no chance to really retaliate.
They started
so
the fucking Krav Maga, Israeli soldiers, like shit.
Wait, so who attacked first? I mean, obviously they're always attacking.
Like the most recent,
the most recent.
But I think Israel, right? And then Gaza, and then Palestine threw like rockets and they shot back. But Israel had like defense systems.
Yeah, they had like a dome. They had like a dome. You guys see the video of like the missiles just coming in?
So it started off in the mosque, right? And then they started throwing rocks. And then did it go back? And then they threw the, what's it called? They launched the rockets. And then that's okay.
If we're wrong, don't.
Yeah,
we're trying to figure it out.
We're sorry.
I'm half learning.
Yeah,
I'm half learning.
But
that's, I mean, but so think about this.
Okay.
I know that I spent time researching this shit. I fucking took notes on this shit, the other facts. We're having a conversation, and all of us have done like similar research of trying to figure out, and we're all like, yes, okay, so we're piecing it together. So I just don't believe that all these people I see posting online have done any of this thought. Because I spent fucking hours today preparing for this shit, and I am not a fucking expert. I am not the person that's like, if you fucking not doing, you need to repost this shit, blah, blah, blah. It's like, fam, I don't know. Is this for what we're seeing? Is this for what's going on, or is this for what's going on in the world in terms
like
of
I
what's
said,
trending?
Trending is the key word, man. It has power to it, but also it's like, I don't want to, for the viewers that's seeing this literally happens with the whole world, because like India and Pakistan are literally doing the same thing right now. It's all over territory. Mexico and the United States are still to this day.
I have a question when you're done.
Oh yeah, are still to this day kind of disputing, like, you still have that, and Native Americans as well. So it happens like the whole world, unfortunately. But the main thing is what Tori hit home is, like, you have these people that are so innocent, just probably living in villages, like, not to be messed up or anything, but in these third world countries that are probably just worried about, getting home to their family, feeding their family. Innocent people that have nothing to do with it, and this is just.
Meanwhile, look what we argue about. We argue about everything. We can't. We just sit there and bullshit about every. We
have time to argue about shit.
Bro, even like, or first of all, it did make me grateful on the fact of like, bro, it's so sad when you see fucking missiles being launched and people dying. 2 whole apartment complexes just torn down. that's one thing we don't have to worry about when you're in the U.S.
Yeah.
We don't. I mean, someone's worrying about it, but us, we're not worried, leaving our house in fear that a missile is gonna hit us and shit like that. And everyone knows if us and Russia got into it, we could end the whole world. So no one is fucking with us. Like, come on now. So it's like, it's just crazy we're blessed to not have to have that type of fear.
You had a question too.
My question was gonna be, sorry, I actually just started saying my shit, but I was gonna say, do you feel like we're privileged as fuck in the country?
Yeah,
like,
absolutely. Like, people don't understand. Like, honestly, like, I grew up in India. Like, I don't know if you guys know this, but I literally grew up in India, and like,
I never knew
What
this.
do you mean grew up like?
How long you stay out there?
Five.
Till you were
Five? Okay.
So
alright,
I still
five.
remember like me playing like with like our neighborhood kids, and like there's trash everywhere. Like, I remember like literally playing with stray dogs and like
Yo,
cows.
what caste were you?
No, I was low because
Okay,
okay. We were low, like, honestly, and the fact that we're here now, it's like incredible. It is pretty odd. Jesus.
No, you
but,
crying.
Yeah. Nah, but people don't understand that, bro, because it's like the fact that we can like go out and take a walk without really having to worry about like a fucking missile coming down, or the fact that we're able to like reach out to our families or even see our families. It's like we don't understand that, bro. We really don't, and it's crazy.
And bro, even on a more recent level, even look at like World War I and World War II. Niggas, you 18? Oh yeah, you getting drafted.
Going to war.
Oh, you wanted to do what? Oh, you wanted to be in a band? Oh yeah, no, sorry. You going? Oh, you wanted to be a rapper? Oh, nah, well, it's different. But you want to do that? Nah. You going this way. Unless you got money and you could get a doctor like Trump, sign off on your shin splints. Motherfucker, you going to war. You going to war and you
Or you working in the factory.
Which why people don't appreciate that, bro, because it's like we're so accustomed to having freedom.
We argue about
like,
everything.
We're like, we don't have freedom. Like, the government's okay. First of all,
You have to wear a mask.
Yeah, like, come on, bro. Like, the government in another country, like if fucking Russia or North Korea sees you do half the shit, bro, you're executed.
China.
Not only are you executed, your fucking families are executed, and the people that know your family might be executed as well. Like, that's how serious it is out there, bro.
Dude.
Like, people just don't understand.
To expand on that, during COVID in America, so many people were pissed off because they felt like their liberties were like being taken away. But then in countries in Africa, when COVID was hitting, they literally told people stay in your house or else. And then if you left your house, you got arrested or beaten or shot.
The
and
Filipino
killed.
governor literally told people like the military is gonna shoot you if you're out in the midst of this.
And these governments really did that shit. Like,
and another thing, like, I think India has been a trending topic for this last week of COVID because you brought up COVID. But I just want to point that out there that Brazil is literally going through the same thing in South America, and we have no coverage of that.
Well, if Instagram's not talking about it, no one cares.
Yeah, exactly. Which is the power.
How would I know to be righteous as fuck and start posting about it if I didn't see it?
It wasn't on my
everyone's
For You
stories?
page, bro. How I was supposed
Yeah,
to
like
know?
TikTok and all the like same thing with stocks, bro. Like, people started getting into stocks when it was on fucking TikTok, like, you know, and people started looking at these trending topics. Like, Black Lives Matter has been around since 2013, and I remember the first Trayvon Martin case, and I remember there's cases every year that's. Did I say right?
Go ahead.
No, but I'm just saying, like, every year there was a same George Floyd situation, and it's unfortunate that social media has to be involved in order for us to actually give a fuck about.
I know, got the whites like
But
this.
are they really giving a fuck about it? That's the main thing.
It's
like
performance activism to a T.
It's like, I don't know, man. It's tough.
You know what's crazy? You said you were in lower caste. You know, like, people in India that are in the lower class and that live in the village, they're like, best job that they could get is probably a servant for the highest class.
My dad was a professor at a college, and I remember we used to live in a village called Kharagpur.
How
and
the
that's
fuck
like,
are you lower class if your dad was a professor?
No, but here's the thing though. They value Bollywood and shit more than the fucking teachers
and politicians.
Yeah, like politicians, and it sucks, bro, because it's like I remember like we were struggling to like literally get meals. Like I remember that shit and when we came here, my dad's first job was a security guard, and now he's like an underwriter for this mortgage company, and we have a nice house, we have 3 cars,
story,
and all that. Like, you know, so it's like I understand the value of what I have, but like other people don't, and it kind of frustrates me when I see that, because it's like, bro, you are so privileged in what's going on. Like, you don't gotta worry about that shit. Like, you know, I saw a girl saying, I don't like my phone. I'm like, bro, the fact that you have a fucking phone and you're 13, like, come on, bro. I'm sorry. It's hot in here, bro.
That was facts. No, you just spit some facts. That was cold hard facts, MT.
Yeah,
I guess that fanny pack that's getting you hot.
Yeah,
man.
bro, take the fanny. Sometimes it do be like.
Honestly, it just hit an emotional spot to me. That's why. So I needed to just get some air.
Oh.
Yeah. My bad, yo.
It's okay, bro. It's okay.
Bro.
I've known you for this whole time. I never knew you grew up in England. That's crazy.
We're just gonna have the black sky.
It is pretty hot in here. That was low key like.
Should we take a break?
Motherfucker, I don't think I heard the armpits is like wet, bro.
Let's go.
Oh, where's your
All right, we back rocking. Ooh, my voice cracked. Weird. All right. So yeah, anything else to say about this this top, bro? People need to just educate themselves though, bro, because like this is a complicated topic. It's really a historical ass topic in terms of like there's a lot to unpack.
Yeah. Hey, prayers out to Palestine and Israel.
Yeah, but yeah, definitely.
And Eid Mubarak, motherfuckers. What the fuck?
Yeah. Eid Mubarak, bro.
Eid Mubarak. Y'all ain't even go.
End of Ramadan, man.
Some whack ass motherfuckers.
Nah, bro. What does he say? Nah, I know. It's that time now. What is like the more celebratory one? What can we do to celebrate Ramadan? I know we got Muslim fans too.
Right in the. I'm just kidding.
Yo, what happened to that guy?
Where did you think he was gonna end up though? like yo, he got a brand deal off it, bro. Fucking running in the background.
He got a Gucci collab.
He was like in every meme. Like he was like big at one point.
Yeah.
I'm
like, he was
like, yeah, but it was all fake, right? Like that whole thing.
I don't know. Was it fake? What's the
Yeah.
fuck
Nah, it started getting fake after. Maybe he did one real one and then a couple and then he was like, "Oh, we know who the fuck this guy is." Yo, when he came in with the mask, realest shit ever.
Oh yeah, that one is clutch. All right, you want to talk about Tory's guy, Young Billiam?
What? Oh, you
on the split. Oh, did we tell you? Oh, the split. Really, the news on the split is that it revolved around his connection with Jeffrey Epstein.
Yeah. Oh.
And that was why she that was her biggest, I guess, the biggest driver of her wanting to leave him. But she's been wanting to get the divorce for the last 2 years, or so like 2 years ago she started up the divorce.
He's such a smart man that touches kids. No, I'm fucking with you.
Yeah, what you think about that? Apparently,
nothing came out about him about touching kids.
No,
he had talked about the meeting and what it was like or his side of it, because I guess he came on an interview and was saying, oh, we had a meeting about this, but then he basically just talked shit about, oh yeah, like, but Jeffrey was like he was rude the whole dinner, whatever. But apparently he stayed at dude's place, and I think Manhattan for like till late night type shit. It was at the dude's, like, at one of his spots.
Yeah, the parties, man. He had the parties.
So look, I'm gonna ask you this
business deal.
So look, and I think he said we watched the interview before.
Yeah.
And he was like, yeah, I mean, I thought I was gonna make billions from him. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It was that.
Then but yeah, I didn't really know what he was doing, what he was dealing with, right? Now think about this: you are rich and powerful, right? Do you not think that he knows exactly what the fuck Jeffrey Epstein is doing?
So
if he's in
why the fuck
exactly. Come on, man.
Was Jeffrey Epstein a billionaire?
Oh my god. Stop fucking
He wasn't a billionaire. He was among the rich though. Like
he had his own island, right?
Yeah, like people. He had his own island. But he had his own like services.
Exactly. He had the party favors for the billionaires.
So, as a rich and powerful person, you don't meet with anybody that you don't know or don't know what they deal with.
Yeah.
Come on now. Come on.
I'm just trying to figure out if Jeffrey Epstein was like at his level, like
$559 million.
Yeah.
What is his official occupation?
I'm not questioning this man anymore.
Shit. I mean, we could go into Jeffrey. What is his occupation?
Like, what was he known for besides being a trafficker?
Wasn't he a scientist or some shit?
I feel like it was something like accounting or something. Yeah. Like he managed the rich people's money in a way. I mean, he probably
something like that.
Okay, but let's get down to the real shit. $130 billion is Bill Gates and Melinda Gates. Oh, they're still the Gates, but that's how much money that they have together in net worth. How much does Melinda deserve? I say 30,000.
Nigga, all I want is 5. I'll take 5 mil, bro. No cap.
I mean, she does help run his corporation, raise 3 kids.
She just gives his money away. It's a foundation.
What is her
That's
position?
not easy, bro.
What's her position on the foundation?
I don't know, dog.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, all right. Well, then I don't know. Maybe you're right. Maybe she does give her 5K. That'll be good.
I think she'll be good. Yeah.
She could start up a business.
Yeah. I think he already gave her $2 billion?
No, but they have a contract though of some type of agreement. Like it's a separation contract. So I wonder if there's, because then I feel like I heard other rumblings that like, oh, she's trying to this and they're trying to whatever. But I'm like, if there's a separation contract, isn't that
they already got it written?
Yeah,
this
exactly.
is done.
Yo, I totally forgot her name, but you know Bill Gates, he had like a side chick that he gets to hang out with like once a month out of the whole year. And Melinda knew about this. Like if you look that shit up, it'll pop right up.
See?
Isn't that wild?
This is how the marriage lasted so long, bro.
Yeah, and that's what exactly.
Like he
that's
could go.
what Future's saying.
Future's maybe. Yeah, because side chick, what kind of shit is gonna be like?
Sometimes you need the side chick to make you really appreciate everything about your lady, you know? Like, damn, she don't do this like my girl does. I miss my girl. You know, side chicks are very important.
Yeah. Yeah. So I looked. It said that in the 90s they had reported that they guess they did have some type of arrangement like that. But I found another article in that process that says Melinda Gates, after filing for divorce, says she needs no need for spousal support despite having no prenup. I guess because there's already a separation contract in place. But is the separation contract? I think it might have been made like you design it. Maybe they made it in the last 2 years because I guess it's not a prenup, so it's not like a prior thing and it's not a postnup. So I guess it's a contract they kind of formed and had an agreement on. I feel like when you have that many billions, like, and y'all have done that much together in like 25 years, like y'all should be able to probably work it out.
I think she'll take like either a fourth or a third, probably like 28 billion.
I mean, how many more billions does she really need? But after a certain point, you got billions on billions. Like,
no.
Oh god, that's why I'm like, bro, billions is like that's some different shit. Like
you can just take one,
bro.
I know, like it's like, do you need 50 billion? Like you're not gonna settle for 37. I might just settle for 37 to get this shit over with, bro. Like it's still 37 billion, my nigga. Like I'll take that,
bro. Like Jeffrey Epstein didn't even have 1 billion, and that nigga had islands.
Exactly right.
Oh yeah, that's crazy, bro.
That's crazy.
When
bro.
you put that into perspective, like it's tough to compare.
You guys think he's still alive?
Jeffrey Epstein?
Yeah.
No.
I feel like he's still, bro. I think he's still alive though. Like if you look at the evidence and like it just doesn't make sense, bro.
The evidence,
they killed him,
but there's a body. The evidence makes it look like it wasn't suicide.
No, but there was like this one doctor explaining like a really good detail of like how the markings on like his autopsy.
Strangulation.
Oh, I thought you meant like coming. But yeah, like basically it didn't make sense. Like, and he's a billionaire. Like.
But the evidence basically shows that he was strangled, not hung. Like
so someone killed him?
Yeah, his cellmate was this buff ass former cop who had been in that prison.
Oh wait, I thought it was by himself.
No.
Reckless speculation over here. Look at him. Oh wait, what?
Yeah. So, wait, reckless speculation?
That motherfucker was found dead, dog.
Yeah. So basically, here's what happens according to my lack of research and reckless speculation.
Oh, the viewers are gonna love this.
Yeah. So basically, the rich people on top who Epstein was supplying his sex trafficking to.
He was about to rat on them.
Yeah, and they're like, we need him out of there. So they put him in a cell with some buff ass dude who specialized in strangling niggas and shit. so then they strangled him, and they said it was a suicide, even though all evidence shows that it wasn't a suicide. And we all know how it is, bro. Like, if you get down like that and you could take down so many powerful people, you're not surviving the week. When he got sentenced to jail, niggas was like, he is going to die. Like they predicted that
he was
shit.
left alone, and he was not closely monitored.
Yeah. How is he not closely monitored, bro? Like, come on.
No, here's the story. So basically, all the guards were mysteriously off their positions, right? So no one saw what happened. And so then he's found hanging dead, right? So he died from being hung. But you look at all the autopsy evidence, no, he was definitely strangled to death because you can see his windpipe is crushed in a way that the force was applied is not consistent with someone hanging themselves.
So you're telling me another like inmate basically escaped his pod.
No. He had a cellmate. He was the cell was left unattended.
They have a picture of his cellmate.
Oh, I thought he was alone. Like he wasn't alone.
They were left alone.
He got strangled
mysteriously.
Wow.
Yeah, so all they gotta do is whisper in your ear, say, "Hey, kill him."
He was huge,
and he was done.
Dude said he was asleep. His cellmate is, I was asleep the whole time. He was
like,
killing
nigga,
himself.
please, bro. Like,
while he hung himself.
This nigga struggling, kicking his legs and shit. He's like,
there's
yo,
a percentage chance that a guy that has literally all the secrets to like these top billionaires.
That's why they killed him,
That's
bro.
why.
That's literally why they killed him.
Bro, you literally got arrested and fucking exposed for being a pedophile, and you've been on a jet with Bill Clinton. You've been in meetings with fucking Bill Gates. Bro, you're gonna get killed. Oh wait, Donald Trump. They're gonna get you killed, bro. That's pretty much what happened.
If Melinda Gates is leaving Bill Gates for divorce, why isn't Hillary Clinton leaving Bill Clinton?
Cause she in on that shit, bro.
That's just wild. Like,
they're a
doesn't
team,
that say
bro.
something about her character? Like,
people say that she's worse than Bill.
Yeah,
she
bro.
almost became president. That's fucking wild.
Yeah. Which is scary as fuck.
Trump is the one that beat her, so I mean that's wilder to me.
Is Trump better than?
I don't. That's what I'm saying. That was wild.
So technically, is that a hot take? Like, Trump might be,
which is why he got elected president.
Maybe we kind of got saved.
I mean,
I think a lot of people hate Hillary though. People always hated Hillary. People always felt like she was
the Clinton Foundation be on some fuck shit, bro.
Like dirty slimy.
She was responsible for not responsible, but she had emails containing the details of like how
she was using her personal email.
Was it personal?
Debunked. That's really all it was, bro. Like
no,
when you
wasn't
emails,
there like a controversy with the emails or something like that?
Because she wasn't on a secure server. Like she was
she just got exposed.
Emails. Yeah. Isn't that crazy? Like that's
yeah.
There was that's the thing. They went through every single email but the whole Trump campaign, the entire. But there's definitely fucked up stuff, bro. I wouldn't trust none of them motherfuckers. Like I mean, the Bill Clinton shit, the shit with cover-ups of affairs and different shit in the past. But regardless, yeah, the email shit, bro. We literally just run with headlines, bro. She did all this, can't trust it. But it's like then you look it up and it's like the whole FBI did a whole investigation, every email, and was like, yeah,
and she
shouldn't have been doing this because it was not on a secure server.
And
Nothing
she'd be
else.
in jail too if she was. I'm assuming.
Well, you know these white politicians, man. They don't go to jail much. I know, like
like what do we learn from the Jeffrey Epstein case? Like they can just murder and get away with it, and we just
knew
watch
that.
it. I mean, we knew.
And the crazy thing is, we all saw it coming too.
Yeah,
like we all saw it coming.
Like, hey,
he gonna die. And he died.
Like a movie type shit.
They was making jokes about it.
Yeah, and like it happened. They didn't even try to cover it up, bro. They literally just did the bare minimum legal shit to get away with it, bro.
Jeffrey Epstein's dead. Breaking news. Goodbye. Like that was it.
Like, we all know it, bro.
That motherfucker fishy. I still think there's a possibility that like
he's dead, Melvin.
He's in Antarctica, man.
With Tupac.
People more
Kobe
rich
there too.
and more powerful and more famous than him want him dead. He's dead.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy how his association with like literally the top people in the world.
We got to get Melvin a camera.
Melvin cam? Ooh, put a GoPro on your head. Point right at
That's
Melvin.
not bad. GoPro.
I'm gonna be aiming at the other camera.
No. Actually, we figured it out, Mel. As when you go, I'm gonna get a cut. I'm gonna find a picture of you, and I'm gonna cut it out onto somebody's head. So then it's like even when you talking, like it'll just be like a
just
bro.
do me.
It's gonna be
Do
fine.
not just do me.
It
Do not just do me.
No
Just
one has
because my body matches,
to match the body.
Do not just do me.
No one would notice.
It's gotta be on you. It's gotta be on him. It's
Why?
gotta be on all.
No,
because
bro.
that adds comedic effect. Then y'all just being racist.
Now we gotta be
No, I
realistic.
agree with
I'm just
Sakeem,
saying.
but you gotta like do the different camera angles too. Like just switch the camera angle middle of like Mel's fucking
I think
Photoshop face.
I think Sakim's mad at me. So
I got you.
Yeah, I'm just like.
What?
But off
These
the
assumptions.
off the record though, the Clintons are human traffickers. Anyways,
You just all right. Yep.
No. He was
off the
getting
record.
it off. He was getting it off. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
off the record.
Yeah, there's a bunch of shit with
They'll
that.
As if this
faded
nigga's Mike
24/7.
Dickinson.
Can't even lie.
Would you guys sesh with Bill Clinton though? Like,
Oh yeah.
Maybe.
my parents,
lie.
my parents would kill me.
I really do because I feel like Bill Clinton is like he is whipped by like Hillary Clinton.
Bro, he fucks girls and
He
fucking
cheated on her.
like
He
does
doesn't- he
whatever
doesn't
he
care.
wants.
Yeah.
He's a fucking
Crazy
pimp.
ass Playboy Mansion parties.
He a pimp. He a pimp.
Bro,
Can't
he
even
went with
lie.
Jeffrey Epstein to a fucking island. He's not whipped by Hillary, bro. He over there
He's chilling, playing the saxophone,
beating
doing
shit
coke.
up.
Hey, I'll let him play the saxophone for me. You know, like, not like no homo shit. But I'm just saying, like,
Would you go on the island with him?
nah.
Come on! If you gonna play the saxophone, you gotta be on
All
the
right,
island. with
to
him.
be honest, I'm lying like shit. Because if I was like at that top position and you told me it was an island with sex and drugs and like a bunch of other powerful people, I'm probably going. Like,
But what if they drug you and like fuck you over, and now they got something against?
no, they don't drug you. They make you all do some real like humiliating shit.
Bro, there's
like,
kids in that motherfucker though.
oh
like,
no,
so
no, not the kids.
You going to the island for the kids?
No kids, no
But
kids.
that's
no
the thing.
kid shit.
If
Okay,
you
yeah,
fucking with
no.
Jeffrey, that's the thing that's so fucked up
Yeah,
about
that's
it, bro.
why, yeah,
He's
nah.
trafficking motherfuckers. He got
I
kids,
know.
15-year-olds. Like,
Yeah, no, that's fucked up.
That
Yo,
shit.
who runs that island now?
Probably just the government.
I bet it's still running. 100%.
100%. They give it to the next dude, bro.
I don't know. You know, I ain't fucking with the kid shit, but older. If it was an island of older women that were consenting.
I don't think that's how it works.
And that would be normal. But
Yeah.
that's the thing that's fucked up. Is like, wait,
Right.
this guy was one of the biggest pedophiles. Only his fucking like 15-year-olds and younger type shit. It's
Yeah,
like,
that's disgusting.
bro, and Ghislaine Maxwell was helping him the whole time.
With his wife too, right? Like she was in.
Yeah, she was in on it, and a
That's
lot of the
crazy.
girls testified to that.
It's
shit
a really
too.
evil fucking world we live in, man. Like, goddamn.
Exactly.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Shit's
Hey, that's how we
changed
got
up.
our freedom in America.
Bro, you know what's kind of? I don't know if this is going too off topic. You want to go back to a topic? You want to go back to a topic?
Yeah, you can say.
All right, so I was gonna say like the conspiracy behind documentaries, right? So you talked about the Ghislaine Maxwell and that whole deal, and we all know what the fuck happened. We all saw it, right? And you were also going back to the other documentary earlier today. That was
The Diane Downs?
The Diane Downs, yeah.
Wild.
Less of a case,
if
right?
I wasn't so hot, I could have done a way better job explaining it. It's hot in this bitch, bro. I was like, yo, I need to take my jacket off after this. No, it's good. I'm cozy now.
But yeah, and then we saw, what was that, the documentary about social media? What was it called?
It was called, wait, I don't know.
Social Experiment.
Oh, Social Experiment, right?
I'm so sorry. I thought he was just gonna say suck.
We have all these documentaries like Fahrenheit 451, right, or 9, whatever. I don't know what it was, or 9. I forgot. Anyway, documentaries, right? They will show us what they're doing wrong, or how we're fucking up, or the most vile person and the most vile system or corrupt thing you've ever seen. Hedge fund managers doing whatever the fuck they want to do, selling off people's stock, like doing whatever, right? And then we'll watch it and say, damn, that's fucked up, and then continue going on with life. Like, they'll do a whole breakdown about why something is fucked up. Kids in Africa is dying by the millions. Here's a documentary about it. Watch it. Oh, that's sad. You see that documentary? Yeah, I saw it. Shit was crazy, huh? Yeah. And you just keep going on with life. Like, nobody actually wakes up to the fact that it's like they're actually putting the ugly in there's beautiful documentaries too, right? Don't get me wrong, but there's no action from documentaries, which is crazy to me. We just watch it for entertainment.
Yo, but do you guys think, since there are the bad guys, do you think there's good guys fighting against them?
Yeah, I mean,
like, you know how like there's the elites and stuff like that. Do you think there's a group of people who are the good guys trying to fight against what they're doing?
Like what kind of guys?
Like Justice League.
No. It's like maybe we got some other type of like intellectuals that are instead of like portraying the media and then like programming the media in a certain way, and maybe they're fighting it another way, that they're trying to show that like, okay, this is not the only way that we could get this done, or this is not the way to control the mass. Maybe, they talk about Socrates and like philosophy back in the day, how government should have been ran, but now it's like it became so corrupt. I feel like there's still some people who might be trying to fight for it to be good. But I don't know. Who knows? There could be some like fake ass.
There is, but unlike other movies, the bad guys I feel always win in the real world. I feel like, so there is, yeah.
My dumbass.
Who the fuck is saving us, huh? Right. Who the fuck is saving us? Rappers?
Lil Pump. What are we on? Mike Tyson. We on your Billy Boy? No, we done with Billy Boy.
Billy Boy.
We smoking buds?
JBP.
Oh, we smoking Ruri pack?
Who I smoke? Rory. Bro, that shit had me dead, dog.
All right, okay, intro.
They put a Rory on it, bro.
Bro, honestly, like, I don't even like, I feel like none of us like just talking about other niggas' podcasts.
True.
But this is like, we can't like, cause nigga knows damn well I was texting niggas, calling it, yo, you see what happened, bro? Like, yo, I just watched 3 academics be like, bro, I watched Stars shit, I just watched academics, everyone weighing in. I don't even want to give a whole fucking rundown of what the show is. If y'all don't watch the Joe Budden podcast, it's okay, because at least you watch us.
Exactly.
But Rory and Mal got fired. His two anchors.
Mal too? Come on, man.
Rory and Mal are fired.
Fuck it.
Ice and Fish season. Let's get it.
Ice and Fish back in that motherfucker, bro. So he posted an episode 437, took it down. And then everyone started going crazy, but people had the clip saved of like just the audio of it, of what he was saying and shit. So it's been going all over. Everyone's been reacting to it. Everyone has their take on how they feel about Mal and Rory. They had a take about how they feel about Joe. Of course, the Breakfast Club was shitting on Joe. Bro, it's crazy how you could see how Joe and Charlamagne both, when they're going back and forth, how they just be framing shit. Like, you can really, it's like our if we're talking about something and someone listens to the conversation, they could feel totally it's a totally different dialogue. And it's like the same with them. Like, the way they go about it, like, that's how you talk to your friends? Are you kidding me? I'm like, come on now. Y'all know the viewers that don't know about this show are just going to sit there and be like, oh, yeah, he's a jerk. But you know damn well, like, you know what you're doing when you paint it that way.
You paint that picture.
I know that they're fired, but do you think the friendship will still remain?
No, absolutely not.
Not the way he was going in.
He burned that bridge crazy.
But shit, I mean, I see where he was coming from, and it's like, yeah, nigga, it is what it is.
So whose side are you on?
Joe's for sure. Joe's.
Oh, interesting. Are you guys like pretty educated on the situation?
Yeah, I've seen it. I feel like from when they did come back, I understood both sides.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like I don't know, because it was kind of like ruthless how it happened, and it's understandable from Joe's side.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like I could see, because it's like there was friendship mixed with business, and like Maul got disrespected when he was saying that this podcast is none of your business. And, like Rory obviously is kind of going off the chains like, yo, you can't be talking to Joe like that. I totally understand that. But at the same time, it is a business. You can't be salty if he went on and kept the show going. Like, motherfuckers need to get paid,
But the most recent issue was now that they got through that, they hashed it out with that the personal shit. And then I guess on top of that, while they're on this little vacay, Rory and them had basically wanted to do an audit of Joe and see the financials type stuff. And now they got their lawyers hitting up Ian, which is Joe's manager. And his thing was like, he's looking at it, I mean, from what he explained basically. What he said, bro. But his mindset, he owns the platform. It's his. He goes out and handles all the endorsement deals. He handles all this. He's the one that's like up at night figuring out what the next move is. And it versus like the niggas that took 3 weeks off and it flew. Who's the one that had to worry about it is basically Joe. And then I mean his mentality of just like they don't understand how good they have it because they're not thinking in the mindset of an owner, of someone who built the business. And so they're just looking at it. Seems like they're looking at shit different. I also feel like I try not to fall into a trap of just hearing someone you like talk, someone who's a good orator, and just believe in everything. But from what he was saying, it makes sense, and from what I've seen. But also I feel like Rory might tell a slightly different version, because when Rory talks, he be making his points make sense, but at the same time, even hearing both of them talk on their comeback, it was like, oh yeah, y'all don't really get it. Like, y'all just don't fully understand the scenario as everyone else does. And that's another thing that's bothered them, is everyone's perspective on them. Like, damn, bro, y'all are really workers and y'all are completely replaceable. This nigga replaced you and was getting 350,000 views on a video. Yeah. It dropped off a little, but fam, yeah, the Ice and Ish already started building up a fan base. So it's like the drop off for a couple weeks. Yeah, y'all have your little hives, but you saw the boat keeps going when you have, nigga, it's the Joe Budden pod. Like, come on now.
I love when Ice and Ish first got on there. Motherfucking Joe was just like slamming them. He's
Joe
like,
is a
are we even podcasting? These are professional podcasters because they ain't holding the mic next to their face. Sure, was hilarious.
Bro, but he play. I always look at, and that's why I'm always studying what he's doing, because you look at in that situation, damn, them niggas left. What's he doing? What's he gonna do? Then you see how he led that episode, how he carried the shit. It's wild. All right, so I'm actually get off the rest of y'all shit, and then I want to tell y'all why I think Joe's a genius.
Well, I heard that apparently Rory and Maul wanted like a look at the financials of their Spotify deal, and Joe didn't want to give him.
He's still back on the fucking Spotify deal, bro. Isn't that crazy? That shit was so long ago, and this nigga Rory is trying to get trying to figure it out.
But here's the thing, like, so they won't give him the details of that deal. They asked for like part ownership of like the podcast.
Yeah.
And he was like, no. They asked for part of the YouTube revenue, and he was like, no. So basically it sounded, and after that they started to do the audit and stuff. They're trying to see like, oh, it sounds like maybe Joe's being shady, and they were kind of like concerned about it. But like, so that's why a lot of people are defending Rory and Maul, because it feels like Joe was being a lot like those music labels he loves to slander. They said he's being hypocritical and kind of moving like them.
And I think part of his response to that was saying, Rory, when you're asking me for, oh, well, can I find out how much this is? He's like, do the fucking math. He's saying if you as a person in this business, and he was saying it comes off as lazy to him. You just want to go straight to that, but you're not doing your own due diligence. But his mentality, and I see where he's coming from, and he was saying, my cut is going to be my cut because I run this shit, blah blah blah. But then his point was, he's saying, if you get a fucking endorsement deal, oh, the split has to change. You are bringing something to this product. So you have a new fucking brand deal. You have a new collab we're gonna do with someone. You're bringing other stuff in. That's one thing. But really, the way it looks is them niggas come in twice a week and sit there for 3 hours and talk, and then they get to clock out. Joe has to. This is fucking Joe's baby. Every single day, this nigga Joe is probably mind-wise is on it. Meanwhile, when Maul come in half the time, like, nigga, oh, what's going on? Nigga, half there. It's like, it's a little different, and now you want ownership of what this guy has built for 10 years? I don't know.
Where do you think Rory and Maul go from here? Are they gonna podcast again?
That's his thing. They told him, we want to see out our options. That's what Rory said that, and he's like, hold up, we want to wait and see our options. And that's what he said, nigga, y'all niggas fired. Like, you're breaching contract. You're not showing up. y'all trying to say you want ownership and you're doing this shit to what we built or what has been built. Y'all are not owners, and I don't know, bro. Everyone's slamming them right now. I just heard Academics. Ooh, Academics got me even killing them, and those are my guys, Rory and Maul. My man, what were you saying though?
What do you think you guys they'll go? What do you like? You guys think that they'll still podcast? Or you guys?
Nah.
Because what was the job before podcasting?
So Rory worked for Duce Palooza, the big outdoor.
The event.
Yeah, I didn't know too much about that until him, and then Maul. So Maul lived with Joe for 10 years, so they've been boys. Isn't that crazy being roommates with a nigga for 10 years? But Maul's brother works at Rockefeller's, real close with Jay-Z, and then so he just basically been knowing industry people. But aside from that, they weren't really cracking. And that's the thing too, is Joe went and got these guys. He had to, I guess at the start of the show, someone was giving a rundown of like he would have to hit Maul and be like the same way with Ish, how he'd be like, come on bro, you got to keep coming back. He was doing the same thing with Maul. He would call him Ubers. He'd do shit like that. And, come on, man, you got to come down. I guess he saw something in him, thought he would be good. And then, I don't know, bro. I just feel like when you're the captain, like, steering the ship, then you see how Maul goes about shit. You see Rory. And you see, like, bro, their audiences, they're not really bringing... like, they have a hive because Joe has had them on his show, and niggas are fucking with them. But in terms of...
No, you got to see the old episodes.
Huh?
You got to see the old episodes. Like... They
what fan base did they bring? I'm saying it's same way like when Academics and Joe had a show. Academics brought his fan base in terms of value, in terms of if we're talking about how we're splitting the pie. If you bring in 5,000 is a dumb number, whatever amount of monetary value based on your fan base you're bringing, people get compensated based off that. That's why we look at engagement. That's why we look at all these different things.
So I'm saying, like, now you can play the numbers game because it's more Joe started his own network, fuck Spotify, all that other stuff. But before it was real, like, grassroots. Like, they were doing ads for random-ass companies that hit them up for, like, underwear and shit like that.
Yeah.
And just laughing and having a great time. Like, it wasn't as pressured. It wasn't as, I know, like Maul and Rory, these last few pods, like, I had to stop watching
the
them,
last
honestly.
few, yeah.
I mean, they just been ass. Like, and I stopped watching it a while ago. Yeah. But... Nah, the original ones, like, that's why it's kind of more sad to see how it played out like this, because of you understand like how organic it really was. Like, and Joe was really a pioneer in the podcast game in general before he was even Joe Rogan and shit like that. Like, he says it all the time, and that's a true fucking statement. Like, he really did the whole podcast shit, and they kind of put him on the front burner of the podcast shit.
No, he's the GOAT
and kind of threw it out.
Him and I.
Yeah, they kind of threw him out there in the ocean to see how podcasts went, and he killed it. And now he's honestly really one of the reasons, or the reason why we're probably doing this podcast now.
Well, that's
honestly
that's
like,
to be
completely honest.
Who has more episodes, Joe Rogan or Joe Budden?
So aside from Joe Rogan,
I'm saying besides from that, like, Joe Rogan is definitely goated in his podcast realm. But when it came to the we're gonna put podcasts in front of people, this long form content of having you speak, and we're gonna promote it, that wasn't really as big
and
in a couple years ago.
And Joe Rogan's been around, but even when he would address like all the shit that he did and how he paved the space of Joe Budden, when he was talking about the Spotify deal and how just them being on that platform alone, how everything went crazy. He addressed. He's like, okay, aside from Joe Rogan, as he would always be like, everyone except for Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan's the man. Like, they would always just say that shit. But Joe Rogan has been had it for way longer. But in terms of it being popularized in the culture and just the way it's gone, he's a pioneer, bro. But okay,
but if you want to say now, you want to play numbers, yeah, okay. How much engagement are you bringing? How much numbers are you bringing? What's your fan? You could do that now, but it's like at that point you couldn't ask that question because it's like, nigga, we all like. So that's why it's just kind of sad seeing the way it's broke off now. Yeah. So now it's just, it went to semantics, and Maul really had no reason. I mean, he I don't know. Like, Joe's comment definitely would have hurt, but to get emotional about somebody replacing you, that's your emotions, my dude. You got to figure that shit out. But you can't. Joe is the fucking boss. Like, as a boss, he handled that shit. Like, the show has to go on. Like, I can't deal with emotions or worrying about if Rory's coming back or not. But Maul probably should have stayed out of it. Like, I mean, he said he was talking about like loyalty, I guess, but that's why he was like, well, you loyal to fucking Rory? Like, you loyal to this nigga, but you lived with me for 10 years?
Shared like, the same bed for 10 years.
Yeah, like, so it's such a, so many different angles. And so then when you bring in this creation, this new thing, and it's like, that's so much to break up, and it's just kind of sad seeing it from that point as a consumer versus like, oh, he said this and he said that. I'm not really into the drama. I'm just sad to see like that core of what it used to be just break off the way it did. Like,
I started watching 30 episodes ago.
Exactly.
Can I tell y'all why I think Joe is a genius though? And first off, even if we're getting into before, when we talk about Joe's headspace when shit started falling out and they're not there, think about what Joe did to keep shit going that week. He got Ish and Ice on that motherfucker. Niggas that have never potted. He tried out some shit. He got Savon on that motherfucker.
Yeah.
Like, he was trying shit, seeing what's gonna work. He got Savon right off that motherfucker. He pissed off the viewers, right?
Yeah.
And then he had fucking Steve Stout on that motherfucker. Like, he's getting guests.
Kevin Samuels, yeah.
Kevin Samuels.
Kevin
That's
Samuels
a
was
big
good
ass
one.
podcast,
Like
right?
2 million views,
So
I know.
he had to hustle. What fucking view? The most you'll get is Rory fucking calls somebody knows. Hey, fucking, what's that guy's name? Reason. Yo, Reason.
Oh,
Can
yeah.
you tell Joe? The only time you see this nigga calling anybody. But anyways, see, I've totally flipped on these niggas. It's sad. But, okay, let me tell y'all why. Let me tell y'all why Joe's a genius. So if you look, we were just talking about the Adam 22 interview, right? So Joe never does interviews, but he had said he was going on this little vacay, right? So the vacay happens, so we don't see him. But then you start seeing him doing interviews, shit that he doesn't normally do. Then, so think about the other way he could have handled this. Y'all are fired. Now he has to come back on air with Ish and Ice or whoever, and hey guys, so this is what happened. Instead, or like just come on and just try to act like nothing happened. He could do that. Instead, what he does is goes over to Adam 22. Let me tap in with Adam 22's fan base. I mean, obviously that's what they do, and they basically said this shit too. Of course, like you do them, and we're crossing over fans, and then so he's doing it's like a media tour, bro. Literally, he's being seen nonstop by the culture doing this
He
shit.
dropped an album.
Then today they drop an episode of him going crazy on Maul and Rory, right? The episode gets immediately taken down, but everyone's going crazy in the culture about it. So this nigga didn't even have to leave up a 2-hour episode or none of that. He posted it for a second. Everyone's going crazy. And then the way it's recorded, when you hear those things, if you look at it closely, it's like someone in the room was recording that. That's not an accident. You cannot tell me that Joe is going to come in tomorrow like, yo, Savon, were you recording me? Which one of y'all was? Nigga, that's not an accident when that shit's happening. Yeah. And it's like when you look at the way these dudes work, like someone like Joe, shit is methodical. So I try to understand, study the pattern, so do what he's doing. So he drops it this way. Everyone's going crazy. He's tweeting back to people the entire day on Twitter. So his engagement's crazy right now. He knows this is going, I assume he knows this is going to bring you so many new, bro, I'm doing it right now. I'm fucking doing it right now. He knows this shit is going to bring so many new people that never gave a fuck about Joe, that weren't tapping in. But now it's like, oh, this is the guy I just saw on No Jumper. Oh, what's going on? Oh, this is going crazy. #1 trending on Twitter. So it's like he uses everything that's fucked up to just make the show go. It's crazy how Joe, he just rips and runs nonstop.
And the guy that posted it.
Every social media person talking about it. That guy's, I don't know who that guy is on Twitter.
I feel like that's probably somebody from Joe, right?
I don't think so, because he followed me back, but
oh,
I'm not sure.
Well, you one of the greatest rappers.
Probably. Who wouldn't follow me back? But it's, bro, to be honest, this shit is huge right now. Like, so when he drops his next episode, what do you think that views gonna look like? And I think he might be, if he does this shit, he's wild. I think he might be putting episode 437, that's the one that was cut down today, onto the Patreon.
Ooh. Yeah, the full episode's on the Patreon.
Nigga, I paid $5 for a Patreon membership today.
Oh, really?
I'm not a subscription. Bro, $5 a month for someone that's bringing you value? That's nothing to me. Think about what we spend $5 on.
Yeah.
If you fuck with them, that's why the same way we been asking niggas for support, it's like, yeah, bro, I even paid for the Jake Paul versus Ben Askren fight. I paid and watched it by myself, bro. You know why I said whatever about it? Because I'm like, honestly, I have been mentally invested in this. I do care what happens. They've won my dollar. Fuck it. That's how business works. I'm gonna win people's dollars over too.
Were you hurt after the result?
I'm never like that. I'm never like that with fighting because I know what goes into it, and I've never gotten that deep into fighting, obviously. But I know what goes into it in terms of training and shit like that. So it's like, yeah, bro, if you have a bad fight, you could be knocked out in 5 seconds. That's the crazy thing about fighting. You're trained for 8 months. 8 weeks. 8-week camp, shit like that, all this time. Everyone's waiting for this buildup, and no one knows what is going to happen. It could be 5 seconds, a minute, and that's why some people, I feel like they're just not true like fight lovers. So they're like, bro, what the fuck was that? It was over in a minute, that type shit. Or like the Canelo fight, I heard people, bro, that was bullshit, man. Bro, this nigga got his orbital bone broken, and his eye was swollen shut, bro. Like, this nigga just trained for 8 weeks. Do you think he wanted to deal with that? Like, bro, this is people's real lives, bro. Like, it means a lot when someone wins or loses a fight. Like, it's everything. So it's like, regardless of how it turns out, nigga, I'm trying to see it. Like, I seen John Jones finish Chael Sonnen in the first round. Nigga, I was all in.
You just spoke on Joe's greatness. What about Jake Paul, bro? Jake Paul is a fucking genius. Did you, like, he knew what he was going to do with fucking Mayweather, the gotcha hat and shit. I know these are antics, But like, they're definitely building up so much more hype.
If you
want to
go there, we might as well go next topic, or we might as well talk about that. Let's talk. I forgot. We could talk about the Mayweather shit.
Oh yeah, so Floyd Mayweather, Logan Paul, they're fighting, and there's not as much interest in it because I think Jake Paul definitely, because Logan is like the good guy in the media. He's always trying to be that person.
Ever since like Tokyo, he's
exactly.
been
Or Japan, yeah. And then
that was crazy.
Yeah. But then
So wait, is Jake Paul fighting?
No. So this is what happened with Jake Paul. So I think the smack talk was kind of legit between Floyd Mayweather and Logan Paul. Like
they're promoting a fight.
They are. But
they're standing on stage together, just going back and forth, bro. It was cringe.
But it's some blows. They like, he's like, oh, he said something about the Japan incident, and then he was like, and then he said something about Mayweather's wife's face because I guess he beat her or some shit. But then
just put that bad boy on silent for me, bro.
I know you already.
It's the third time, bro. just flick the little switch.
But then Jake Paul, fucking this guy knows exactly what he's doing because he's feeding into the bad guy, and I love that about him. And dude, he had merch ready to go because he knew what he was gonna do. And did you think that Floyd Mayweather was in on it?
Nah.
Are you? Because like,
yeah, bro.
I feel like they were still in on it because after Floyd Mayweather's not a dumbass. He sees the cameras around him, and he's definitely gonna go.
No.
He's definitely gonna go around and start yelling. And you saw his anger. He was just like, ah.
The thing that makes you question is the Jake Paul black eye, though. But I mean, he could have also
Nah, Jake Paul got a little fucked up. Of course they're gonna do it, but I still feel like him knowing that they're promoting a fight. They were gonna go extra, and it's like he knows that Jake Paul doesn't give a fuck about that type of shit.
You could be right too, because I saw behind the scenes type shit of Floyd Mayweather. They're taking his picture and shit, doing like the pre-fight promo stuff, and he was like telling the photographer like, no, like that. He basically didn't want to do what they had him doing, like some weird ass pose, and he's like, nah, trust me, I know what sells. That ain't gonna sell. Like what happened earlier today, that sells. And I didn't know what time period this was happening, and it's just after him and Logan just went on stage and literally went on stage and just talked shit, and but they're like just standing side by side and walking back and forth talking to a crowd. It's just like, it's funny because it's like, oh, got it, they trying to get their money up, but like it was just funny because eventually it's like, how much can you really just say about each other? Like Logan just kept saying like, this is the guy that's supposed to knock me, this is the guy. I'm like, Logan, he has like 40 how many wins? Like this is we all know this is ridiculous. We all know this is completely ridiculous.
The greatest boxer of his generation.
But hey, that's the world right now. You could really just do that. Like, oh, Logan been boxing for a couple years. Oh, him and Floyd Mayweather.
But going back to ski, it's kind of interesting because when Mayweather, I think last year, put out that he's gonna fight like 5 different fights in the exhibition, and he actually mentioned Logan and then Jake. So it makes me question, like, okay, is this really? Because he knows, like, Logan, he can make, a good amount of profit. But really, the real money is going to come from Jake and Mayweather. Yeah. So I'm trying to think, like, as a businessman.
You smart motherfucker.
You know what I'm saying? Like, as a businessman and a person, maybe Floyd is smart as fuck. I don't care if he can't read. He's smart as fuck. Like,
he don't need to.
Like, come on, man. Like, I respect him. He's my favorite fighter of all time, so I'm always going to, back him up.
That was a good point, though.
But yeah, it makes me feel like, okay, like, if you know you're going to fight Jake, and if you're already building this shit up, now imagine the press conference, like, of him and Jake after, like, this whole mayhem and shit, like, you know what I'm saying? Jake comes in saying, got your hat. Like, imagine,
he sold the merch.
Yeah,
that is so true.
The merch.
He's already marketing it.
But you know what I think? Okay, this is why now I'm starting to think, I don't know if it was staged. Because even what Mayweather saying it don't mean, like, you could be like, if a nigga takes my hat and I'm going to go crazy on him, and at the same time knowing, like, this is going to be dope for the fight. But, like, it could be a mixture of both. But not necessarily staged. The only thing, when I hear Jake Paul's the way he was talking, he dead ass sounded like he was about to cry, and he kept trying to yell like, I got your hat, but like his voice was cracking and shit. Like he looked hurt, bro. Like it didn't.
No, he definitely got punched.
Well,
and then Logan jumped in there hot.
Yeah, well, did you hear that? Because Mayweather after the fight, he was like, I'm gonna kill that motherfucker. I'm gonna kill him. Like,
yeah.
I feel like that was for the camera.
You think? But also,
I think that was
Logan went on and he was like, I think Logan went on TMZ or something and was like, yeah, like, I don't know if it's real or anything, but he's like, yeah, like, we beefed up security because we're actually scared of like the power Floyd has. But it's like Floyd Mayweather. Come on now, it's like this has been so public. There's no way that you're gonna get
calling
killed.
hits on you, motherfucker.
Yeah, I know. He's like, no, this shit is. He's like, fuck the boxing match.
Yeah,
I'm
we're
gonna kill
scared
him.
for our lives.
Kill this nigga now.
Like,
So my theory is that he's getting a good payday with Logan, because Logan said he's gonna make roughly around 25 mil with everything off this fight, which is really good for a YouTuber. But like, think about his fight with Jake. Like that's the main. Like that's what I want to see.
And I don't think Jake's gonna fight him for a little while. I think he's still gonna knock out some MMA guys before he gets up to Floyd.
The thing is, like, he's calling out dudes like Conor McGregor and like.
I love it. I love it. I fucking love it.
I mean, like, for me, I'm totally with Tori because it's like Conor McGregor and Anderson Silva are two of my favorite UFC fighters to watch. And it's like, bro, like, calm down. Like, you literally beat a fucking a retired wrestler that used to be dominant. Like, you need to chill out because literally, Conor McGregor doesn't play, bro. Like, if there's one thing about Conor, bro, he does not play that shit. Or any UFC fighter, really.
I think he could take Conor.
You think he
in
could
a
take
boxing
Conor?
match?
But Conor's a striker.
Wait, please stop. What are we talking about right now? What are we talking about?
Conor, I feel like he won't take that fight though.
So a YouTube star who just started boxing is going to beat Conor McGregor.
That's his best aspect. That's his best thing.
Conor McGregor is one of the greatest stand-up strikers of all time. Like
it's different when you're boxing.
And he landed on Floyd.
He take
with a
Floyd
nice
9
uppercut.
rounds.
I don't think Jake's going. I don't know.
But I know that Jake's not gonna fight anybody like serious, like not one of the best strikers in the UFC, obviously. But if he keeps taking these weak ass MMA guys, like shit, why not?
I think it's disrespectful. I think it's disrespectful for the dude that actually wants to fight in his life but can't fight because Jake Paul is fighting somebody, or just like calling out just because of popularity, like getting a chance to fight when that's like. Bruh, and I was watching this video about like a Nigerian tribe in Africa, and they like really are serious about fighting, you know. And I've seen like Senegalese wrestlers, like they think it's like their bloodline. They feel it's their bloodline.
Yeah, the heavyweight
like,
champion is from
Francis Ngannou.
So that's a completely different mentality to go into a fight to say like, no, I'm in control. Like I want to fight, but this is where I am supposed to be. I have that warrior spirit inside of me to do this. But to watch somebody who's only had 5 fucking fights with whoever the fuck is literally calling out the greatest of the greats in any realm because of the money and the popularity. That's where I think this whole thing is just a sham and it's disrespectful.
It's definitely disrespectful.
What about the real people who fight, like who actually give a fuck about it?
Well, those people ain't marketing themselves right.
No, that's
Get
not,
a personality.
I don't think that's fair. I don't think that's fair at all. But I feel like there is two sides to both of them though, because the people who have, so as a fighter, the people who have like grinded their lives 8 years, 10 years, have been doing it since they were 10 years old, that fucking, bro, it's so hard to be in the UFC and so hard to stay there too. And to get a championship or title shot is crazy. So I feel like it could be two things. It's definitely disrespectful to all the people that have trained in martial arts and worked their asses off. But am I knocking the kid for making hell, or the guy for making hella? Like, it's like, I get the entrepreneurial aspect of it. Promote yourself, keep your shit growing. But of course, as a fighter, it's definitely not respectful to the game.
Yeah, more power to you. Go make your money. But at the same, it's like it's just hard to watch for me because like I'm not a fighter, but I have a little warrior spirit. So like, kind of seeing that is just like fuck. Cause
but what Saqib was saying, I think is right too, because part of the game is also putting this marketing aspect too. Like, I'll give you an example. Kobe Covington, before he went into this, he's like this guy in the UFC, known for MAGA and stuff. Before that, he was about to get kicked out of the UFC, and
that's true. But the only thing is, that can only do you so much if you're an unknown fighter, right? But it's different if you're already a famous celebrity. Like, if you're a famous celebrity, there's no chance, bro. Like, none of these guys that are in the UFC, there's no way on their 3rd fight they made mills. Like, it just didn't happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, they did a bunch of amateur fights, competed in gyms forever. So it's
talk shit.
Yeah, like, and that's why a lot of fighters, they do have to do that shit to promote themselves to get fights, because it's so hard to get a look. You could be the most talented fighter, but you don't sell enough, and people, they'll get on you for that. You don't sell enough. You're not bringing us enough revenue, so we don't want to do this. Or your last fight was boring, and you're just not looking that good. Nah, you out. Like, so it's so hard to be a fighter and to produce at that level. So it's like, I see both sides, but it's like, I think he's gonna keep doing his thing. I think he really does fuck with boxing though. Like, he's passionate about it. It's just that he doesn't have the years and the tears that all these other people have.
Hot take: Donald Trump started all this shit. Cause Donald Trump jumping into fucking presidency, it's like, yo, that's he's going into different lanes. If you look at the YouTube, like, you see Caitlyn Jenner running for governor, and it's like, I kind of respect the fact that people are trying to be like superhuman, You know, you're not just a fucking YouTuber. You know, the old way of thinking is like, okay, you're a comedian. Okay, you're gonna be a comedian. You go to acting maybe, but some people just stop at comedian. But now it's like it's probably gonna push other people to do different shit. Maybe some people we won't like. Maybe some people we will like. You know, and I can't respect that. Huh? Hey, give him a fucking drop, baby.
Oh, Sakib, you're so funny.
That one's the funniest.
What's this one?
Not Sakibi comedy.
Hey, you have way too much time.
Nah, I'm busy. Busy as motherfucker. You know how my job
Hey, he's a real creative, all right?
That's obviously you recording it, right?
Huh?
It's obviously you like recording you saying it and you just kind of.
Hey, I wouldn't meet.
Nah, it's
It
Ollie.
wouldn't meet.
It's Ollie boy.
You think I made this one, bro? Seriously?
Bill the Stallion, shake that thing loose.
Yeah, you're right.
That ain't me. I had it made, bro, by a professional drops maker. You don't know nothing about that. All right, we'll go breaky.
I'm gonna send a cease and desist order.
We'll just freestyle like we on the mic.
We'll get into another Steph and LeBron debate. Fuck.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, I mean,
Dale, I know you got to drop for the polls. Come on, I know you got a sports drop.
That's last week. Yeah, that's last week.
I know you got a sports drop. There you go.
Let them know what
Tonight.
time it is, man.
We discuss the Rookie of the Year race between LaMelo Ball and Anthony Edwards. Then, James Harden returns. Are the Nets the championship favorites? Then, playoff preview. Play-in tournament preview. Who will get in? Who will escape?
I love it.
Let's
I
get
love it.
it. Wow, that was amazing.
Yeah, that was good. That was good. All right, so where are we starting at? All right, let's talk the playoff seeding because we were about to talk about it off air. Then I said, nigga, don't waste
Yeah,
this.
can somebody
Don't-
explain it?
I was saying, don't make me waste my breath in this conversation. Let's do it on air. But okay. So basically, the rundown of how the playoffs work.
The playing tournament?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
The play. Yeah. Sorry. The playing tournament. So, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Right. So let's say we're 7th, Warriors are 8th, Grizzlies are 9th, and Spurs are 10th. So 7 and 8 play each other. Whoever loses 7, so whoever wins 7 and 8, if you win that series, now you're in the 7th seed going. So all this happens prior to playoffs. So now you're the 7th seed. The team that lost, say that we beat the Warriors. Now they have to play the winner of the Grizzlies and Spurs game. So they have to play the winner of 9 and 10.
So 7 and 8.
So then whoever wins that one, so after the Grizzlies and Spurs hash it out, then the Warriors will play against that team, and then whoever wins that one, now they're the 8th seed.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
So you battle for the 8th seed. Okay.
Yeah, you battle for the 7th and 8th.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then the winner, the one that wins the 7th seed, you're done. You only got to win just that series. If you lose, you get to keep playing. So the Warriors are gonna probably keep playing.
I kind of like that.
It's pretty interesting. It makes the end of the season much more competitive.
Exactly.
So there's a possibility that the Lakers, who are in the 7th seed right now, can have 2 bad games to be out of the playoffs before it even starts.
And honestly, I feel like what's it called? What is it when teams like they'll kind of just start losing? Shit?
Oh, tanking?
Yeah, when teams will start tanking, I feel like that does make it a little bit more competitive for them. Because wait, but it's not 9th and 10th.
It
is 9th and 10th, right?
7, 8, 9, 10. 7 plays 8. And then 8. Then the loser of 7, 8 plays the winner of 9 and 10.
Yeah, I definitely like that competitiveness of like at least teams ain't gonna be tanking like that. At least they have like a chance, even if you're like off two seeds,
Oh, I see what you mean.
Yeah. That was the whole point of the play-in tournament, because the end of the season is really boring with teams resting their stars and other teams just completely trying to lose and tanking. So they did that to incentivize them to be competitive, and it kind of worked, but at the same time, it also forced a lot of the teams that are at the bottom to tank even harder, because they're just trying to avoid that shit. So it's like, but there's just like 6 teams in the league who's doing that bullshit. But overall, I feel like it's made the league much more competitive. Like the Lakers are stressing over these last few games just because of the play-in tournament. And it makes it a lot more interesting. So even though it sucks for us, like I see why the league likes it.
What do you think? What do you think about LeBron bitching about it? You think he just bitches a little too much, or you think that's how
Is that what you think?
That's just I mean, tell us how you feel, bro. Tell us how you feel.
My man came in hot. He's like, y'all think this fool's just bitching or what? Come on. Is that what you said earlier?
That's so funny.
Go on.
I feel like LeBron, I think it's a bad look for him to complain, but I completely get it. It's like, what's the point of like fighting for like all this seeding just for it to be determined in winning 2 games?
We get it. You getting old, LeBron, and you ain't trying to do all that shit.
The biggest knock on him was that there are quotes of him from when he was talking about it in the bubble, and he's like, "I think it's great. I think it's great to get people." But in his defense, if you think of the situation, it makes sense because all those teams that were fighting for playoff spots, like the Portland is an example of that. They were on a roll near the end of the year. But like teams like that, technically with where they're at since the season got cut so short, they literally wouldn't have had any chance to get into the playoffs. So it's like that's what Dan was saying. Like, bro, I'm not coming to the bubble. Like, I'll come, but I'm not gonna play. I'll just watch my team because if we don't have a chance to get in the playoffs, I'm just wait. Like this is just a waste and it's taking a chance of injury. Yeah. So it's like it was a different scenario when he said it. Not quite the same as us having basically a regular, if anything, more compact season where they're playing more frequently. It's like I can see where he's coming from, but it's like, bro, it's making the league money. We're fucking fired up. It's doing its job, and the fact that he's even talking about it getting mad, it's only better for the league, bro. It's more shit to talk about, more controversy surrounding these playoffs.
Not to be the LeBron defender of the host, but he's actually not the only player who came out and spoke against the play-in tournament. Like the Mavs weren't fucking with it either.
Luka was the first actually.
Yeah. And his cancer, even he says that like he doesn't like the play-in tournament, and he says he believes most players in the league don't even like it either. So it's just unpopular among the whole league. But
why don't they like it?
It makes money. What?
So why don't they like it?
They just feel like they're so accustomed of playing for the top 8 seeds, and it feels like, oh, we're doing all these games to fight for 7 just for us to have to play a tournament just to even get in the playoffs, even though we fought so hard to get in the playoffs. So I feel like to them, like they're so used to it. It's like, why would we do this? Like we just spent all this time. It's like having a class and you have all these assignments, and then the final is like, okay, it's one question, it's worth your whole grade. It's like, what's the fucking point of doing this?
Exactly. Yeah,
really that was a good one.
And that's why I get both sides. Like the players are definitely right. Like, bro, 82 games is enough games for you to secure your place and get your seating right. There's no reason for there to be another tournament. But if I'm the league, fam, we just lost how much money with all these ticket sales and all the shit that's happened in the last few years, and people are fucking with this. The fans. Yeah, all right. Well, y'all can vote with your feet. Y'all don't want to be in the tournament?
Yeah.
Y'all can forfeit because we doing this shit, and it's going to make the league hella bread. But it's like the same thing as, I forgot what other topic we were talking about. It's kind of similar. It's just like, we were talking about the fighters and Jake Paul. Both sides aren't going to be happy. Like, the players aren't going to be. Say, if you're in 9th and 10th spot, though, you fired up. Like, we might get a chip this year.
Yeah. They really be thinking that, too.
That's what Steph's thinking. He's like, yeah, bro, I'm about to get my 4th.
But then the playoffs is back to normal. Like, obviously, we still gonna be playing and shit, and it's totally understandable. This was a rough patch, you know.
Yeah, I love it.
And it's like I get it.
I hope they keep it, bro. Honestly, it's like this shit is the most boring stretch of the year. Like, when we caught the Suns on a perfect night. The night, what night was it? It was Sunday. That Suns game, bro. You could literally tell, like, we need these games to matter. No LeBron, AD's putting in work at 42. Bro, the Suns hung it up. Like, they did not give a fuck, bro. Chris Paul sat a huge chunk of the second half. And you could just tell by the way he's playing, like, bro, we're just trying not to get injured, dog. We're second seed. We're 3 games behind the Jazz, and the next team is 3 games behind us. We are not stressing. Like, we really caught them on a perfect night, bro, because they were not tripping at all. You could tell they were like, if we get it back in this game, cool. If not, fuck it. And we got a nice dub. But they're a team that has that privilege of being second seed. Yeah. They can have those worries. Us, no, we need this shit because we keep losing. We might be out of the picture, and we're for sure gonna be in the what?
You're saying that we caught the Suns on a good night? Nah, we made that pussy squirt, bro. They couldn't hold us.
Oh, that's what it was.
Fucking AD, bro. They had no answer for Anthony Davis, but he dropped 42 on them.
Yeah, he
42,
did.
Bro.
He did drop 42. And no, that there's just no stopping him in that regard. Yeah. But just seeing Chris and Deb, you could just they're chill mode. Some of the shots Chris took near the end too is just like he was not tripping at all. It was fun watching though, regardless. But.
Yeah, good game. But so I keep on hearing people say that the Warriors are going to beat the Lakers in the play-in tournament.
Yeah, do you think they have a chance?
Fuck no. Dude, we smoked them by 30 like twice without AD.
LeBron's gonna play, right?
Yeah, of course.
He has to.
Is he resting right now or is he injured?
He's
resting.
I think it's both. Yeah, look, he could play if he had to. Like his camp said that if it was the playoffs, he'll be starting, and that was like a week ago. But now it's just like, it's the regular season.
Why take the risk?
Yeah,
well, I mean, because he already came back and he
came back early before
he was hurt. You could tell he was hurting, so it's just better to hang it up. But yeah, I don't think the Warriors really have a legitimate. Wait, okay, I have a question. For 7 and 8, is it true that it's just a 1-game series?
Yeah, it's a 1-game.
And then 9 and 10.
Yeah, all the games in the tournaments are 1 game. So like 7, 8 play 1 game, and then the winner gets the 7th seed.
Oh, I don't
And
know.
then the loser plays the winner of 9-10, which is one game.
So none of them are best 2 out of 3.
Nope. There was in the bubble. Before it was
Okay, got
tie.
it.
The high seed needs to win 1 game, but the low seed needs to win 2. But now they changed it completely.
I would be pissed too. Now I think about it.
Yeah, it's a lot
As a
better
player,
because like
like-
at least like if the high seed only needs 1, the low seed needs 2. At least like I have an actual advantage being the higher seed, but it's a single elimination game.
Single
Like,
elimination.
That's just dumb.
And you better show up ready to play, dog. Like you need to show up ready. But that's kind of cool because it's like at the same time, nigga, you're not supposed to be in 7th and 8th. Look at the old Cavs LeBron team. I don't want to pull up because they probably weren't 7th and 8th, but they always underperformed in the regular season. Like they'll all say it. Kevin Love will say it. Like we were never a very good regular season team. We just fucking got it right in the playoffs for the several different years. But it's like, imagine a team like that. Nah, now that shit ain't cool. Like, we are not trying to be playing for a fucking play-in tournament when we supposed to be getting rested up and we're getting ready for the playoff. Like, yeah, it changes shit, bro. And as a fan, I'm hyped for it. The players might not like it. They'll get used to it. LaMelo Ball is a rookie. If they start doing this shit for the next 20 years, 5 years from now, this nigga's going to forget that they weren't doing it before. Like, he going to be all in. So, Anthony Edwards, he's right in it. And that brings us to our next segue. Rookie of the year. Who's got it?
That ball boy.
Ball boy over Anthony Edwards?
I don't know. I'm gonna say Edwards just
I'm
because.
just asking you out of courtesy.
I don't know.
Y'all niggas ain't been watching.
I really don't know.
No,
I really don't have a
Edwards.
credible answer.
Well, like-
I don't want to say LaMelo just for the popularity, but I know LaMelo is balling his fucking ass off. But at the same time, I haven't seen Anthony enough to say like. But he's been balling too.
I'll give you guys some
he's been
stats.
playing, right?
He's very efficient
like
too.
he hasn't lost a game. Like he hasn't missed a game. I thought.
So he has 69 games played, averaging 19 points per game, 4.7 rebounds per game, and 2.8 assists. I'll go to LaMelo's, then I'll go to percentages. LaMelo is 48 games played, 15.8 points per game, 6 rebounds per game, and 6.2 assists per game. And then field goal percentages, Anthony Edwards shoots 41%, and then 32 from the three-point line. LaMelo is 44% and 35 from the free throw line.
And their
35
seeds?
from the three-point line.
The team seeds. What's
The Wolves are like the worst team in basketball.
So yeah, you got to give it to
That's
LaMelo.
why I ain't been watching them, bro.
Yeah,
Like, I don't
LaMelo.
know.
I gotta give it to LaMelo. Hearing that, you gotta give it to LaMelo.
Yeah, like if Anthony Edwards was like really making noise, then we would hear about it. We hear about LaMelo every day, but it could be the fucking Hornets.
No, Anthony's done some of his.
Yeah,
he's
he's
had
been
some
doing
historical.
crazy.
Yeah, he started
scoring
off
nights,
bad, but he's been hooping in the second half of the season. But LaMelo has been hooping the entire season.
Yeah.
Also, he did miss time though, so that kind
I
of
know, that's-
that might
that's
make
the
up
big
for the
one.
difference. But I feel like he played enough games, and to me, he was the best rookie of the season.
Yeah, I honestly I can't disagree with you, and especially so now that like realistically, because so we can have our opinion that he should be at, but I know before we were saying like you got hurt, dog. Sorry, same thing that happened with Joel. There's different people that have had that same thing. Now that he's back and he's gonna close out the rest of the year, you think he'll like? Do you think legitimately he has a chance to win, or do you think they'll hold that against him? Because Anthony has been consistent for the majority of the year.
Yeah, I feel he's gonna win LaMelo because I saw they had the rookie ladder on NBA.com and they moved to number 1, and that's not obviously Bible or gospel, but it's a good reflection of what the voting may be because it's the official NBA website. So I think LaMelo got it.
You like that one?
It's pretty good.
It's pretty good. Better than the other one, or
100%.
Okay, sorry.
I might as well delete the other one right now. Like you don't need that shit no more.
I paid a lot of money for these to get these drops.
These drops ain't cheap.
Play it.
Oh god.
Oh shit.
Bill the Stallion, shake that thing loose, boy.
Yeah, you have to add the loose.
Yeah, what the fuck was you on?
Fucking party.
Wow.
I made something for myself too. Actually, look.
Rizzy the Great, legendary creator.
They got Batman on the fucking drop.
This time, oh fuck.
Oh, hold on.
What the fuck was
Wait.
Rizzy, what have you done this time? Oh fuck.
Hey, that should be your new drop.
You sound like a big mouth character.
That should be like an ad-lib for real, like before like a rap song.
Oh fuck.
That is a hard ass beat. Just dude.
Yo, that would be hard, bro.
Yeah.
My fault. All
Oh,
right,
when your producer tag.
fuck,
What did
that
you
would be
do?
Crazy.
Rizzy, what did you do?
That's hilarious.
That's way better than
some
DJ
banger
Sour
shit.
Milk.
Hey, that's hard. I fuck with that.
That shit was so funny, bro. DJ Sour Milk. That shit be dying.
That's funny.
And 48 games to 69.
Yeah, that's a factor, though. That's a
a big
factor.
one, yeah.
Bro, 20 games just goes by so fast in this league, like the way the games are spread out, because they're just so, I mean, they're not spread out, basically. So it's like, you miss a week, dog, you might have missed 4 games. Like, that shit's crazy. Well, that's probably exaggerated. Well,
No, you can have back-to-backs and shit in certain weeks.
Yeah, that shit's wild. All right, anything, how long have we, what's this camera at? Is it like 11, 13, 14?
I don't know.
We have pretty short pod. All right, yeah, we'll know.
Not pod.
All right, what's next?
James Harden back.
James Harden's
Best
back.
guard in the league back. Yes, sir, baby. Let's go.
Yeah, best guard in the league. Yeah.
Definitely top 2.
I can't argue with it right now. Just the way he's played. I mean, you're the best. You're one of the best team in the league's probably most valuable player. The way it's looking like, not best player. I feel like we kind of got on the same page on that one though. We feel like KD's the best player just in terms of being KD, but then Harden is just in terms of everything he does for him. He's the man. So, bro, having him back now, I want to see what teams beat him, because I don't really care about the Bucks shit before. Not like who beats him now with them fully loaded up. And actually, no, Kyrie. He just broke his face.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, bro, I forgot about that shit. Do we know is there any update on that?
He really broke his face?
He left the game,
bro, but
got hit in the face and left the game.
Man, this season the screenwriters are doing a great fucking job.
It would be such frequent games too. At the same time, is gonna breed hella injuries.
So he just got his face broken.
That's it. He got hit with a hard elbow
from fatigue.
On Instagram, they only showed like him just holding his face. They didn't show the part when he got hit.
Yeah, well, fuck it. Yeah, he's hurt. Hopefully, he gets better. What the fuck? There was something else I was thinking of. Oh, did y'all hear about the recent Michael Jordan stuff? What he was saying about Kobe?
No, tell me about
something about the love, right?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, he kind of just started opening up more again and just saying, like, I guess he's going to be less guarded about things going forward. And, like, that's just something that it taught him. And, like, everyone talked about how the first time everyone saw him, like, really show human side and emotion and, like, really show, like, what Kobe meant to him was at the funeral. It's crazy, bro. Everyone talks about his speech. They've talked about it forever. And obviously, like, I was there. Oh, we were there.
Yeah.
And, bro, I could not have any thoughts of like, oh my god, it was just like, bro, I'm sitting here like fucking everyone is motherfucking crying, like, so I'm not even thinking about it like, oh my god, look what he meant to Michael, like, and I can't lie, like, Mike or people have their Jordan, we have our Kobe, and like for me it's like, bro, I wasn't even thinking about none of the extra shit. Like Jordan crying to me at that moment did not mean anything. I'm just like fucking hurt, bro. Like I'm just crying too, like hearing what he's saying, like, bro, I'm just in a different, like, bro, this is the worst day. Like, why are we here today?
He did make a joke at like when he started crying, and then bro, Jordan's nasty, motherfucker. He was like, they gonna put me on a meme again, and then he starts licking his tears. Like, I'm like, what the fuck?
I mean, I think he's just licking his lips and shit, but he was tearing
like he was like tasting his boogers and shit, and I was like, shit, you can
like salty.
It was pretty gross. Can't lie.
That's the first takeaway like that I heard about his speech. That is, I have not heard
that shit. We started live, yo.
And I didn't have that takeaway. Like I said, man, I was over there just bawling about the situation. But
yeah, find the humor in something.
So well, he did have a fun when he was talking about Kobe doing it again type stuff. No, I am not finding no humor in a nigga crying about his little bro's.
He made a joke.
Yeah, the crying. No, that was funny. Yeah. But anyways, he was saying, yeah, he's gonna be less guarded, and he was talking about Kobe's work ethic, and he was just saying, like, I think Kobe might have been mentally tougher than me, and he was just talking about their relationship, and he's saying like how he still looks at the last text messages they had, and he was reading off what they were, which is, he was saying, Kobe had been asking about different coaching stuff, so he was coaching Gigi, and the last thing he said was like, oh, like, happy holidays to you and the family, hope I get to see you soon. And then he was saying, Coach Kobe, with like the laughing, crying. And then the other one, I can't remember what it was, but basically
What's good?
Yeah, so I don't know what we're talking about, but Michael, can't cut off that one. He was just talking about how fucking legendary Kobe is. I mean, he was really just talking about the relationship.
What did the text messages say?
So the last one was the one about that's right, you were fixing the shit. Basically, it was he had talked about the one prior to that. I wish I could remember what it was. He had sent Kobe his tequila, and then Kobe had been like, hey man, like tequila's awesome. And I forgot what he was joking about him with, and they were talking about some other stuff. But you could just tell, like, by the conversation, it really just seemed like how like a whatever you want to compare their sibling type stuff to. It wasn't like crazy messages, but it was just like nice message. It just seemed like, damn, bro, like they really just fuck with each other. Like he was saying, he had made a joke like, they'd finished the conversation. He was asking for different tips about coaching Gianna, And then he was saying, like, all right, whatever. I got happy holidays. Hope to see the family soon and all that. And he's like, Coach Kobe with the laughing, crying face. And he's like, yes, sir. Thanks, bro. And like, all right, later, bro. You know, just like that type of thing. And like, man, that's some shit. And it is cool how like they always had their, bro. I was watching Kobe's rookie season when he first played against Jordan. Dude, he's so crazy. Like, cause he talked about how he just wanted to feel him. And I'm seeing them at the free throw line. Imagine this fucking 18-year-old kid is going like this to you and you're Jordan. Fucking, you have been in the league. Everyone knows you're the greatest player. They're looking at you as a GOAT. This nigga just nudging him. Then on the rebound, he kind of like grabs him a little. He wanted to feel him. Like, I want to feel what is this nigga that I've studied and idolized all this time and modeled my game after. I feel this thing. And then the whole game, he's asking him questions. And Steve Kerr says, all I remember, bro, is he didn't say bro. But he's saying, like, the whole game, this kid just keeps asking Jordan stuff. Imagine Wesley Matthews or Danny Green when he has LeBron on his team, the Lakers. Yeah. Imagine you have a rookie, but LeBron isn't as polar. He's not as scary as like Jordan was. They're the god. But just imagine a rookie just nonstop asking snake questions. So how you be pushing off? So when you push off, which way do you lean? And it seemed like basically relationship was Kobe was I'm going to try to kill you. I'm going to try to be better than you ever were, but I'm going to study everything you did, and I'm going to directly ask you so that I can get better. Yo, so how did you do this? You put, and it's like eventually it's just you got to love the guy when you see how hard he worked. And their trainer that trained both him and Michael, he said Kobe worked harder. I think Michael worked smarter, but Kobe's mentality was like, no, I need to be here at 4 a.m. No, Kobe, why don't we no. I need to be here at 4 a.m. because I know Mike wouldn't have been slacking. I know Mike was doing 100%. Mike was, and he had that pushing him, but it literally pushed him to go crazy all the time. 4 a.m. He's in that motherfucker, nonstop reps. I really don't think any NBA athlete has probably worked like Kobe. Who knows? I'm not in the gym.
Like with Jordan, is he trying to be more open to other players or just like to the public? What was he talking about?
To the public, and they were talking about because he's doing the Hall of Fame. He's presenting it Kobe's Hall of Fame award,
nice.
And he was talking about he reached out to Vanessa like 6 months ago, just saying, hey, like just checking in. I know this is a really hard time. Just let me know if there's anything I can do for you. And she said, I guess her response was, can you speak at his Hall of Fame speech? And Tim Duncan and KG are accepting the award. But yeah, so he was on board to do that. And I think he was just talking about because I mean the whole time, and it wasn't specifically this, but just how he's been so guarded. He doesn't speak on anything, and he's just not out there like that.
Yeah, he got scrutinized.
And it is kind of cool just how Kobe and him had everyone knew that Kobe was gunning for him all throughout his career. But they didn't even it's like they had a real relationship, but they never felt the need to publicize it, to tell you that they're getting dinner together, to tell you that they have this relationship. And we just saw and I didn't understand at the time when I was watching the funeral, because in my eyes, I'm like, fuck yeah, everyone loves Kobe, bro. Like, of course that's like his brother, but realizing the public world, everyone else is just like, people didn't see that. And so people didn't know exactly the relationship. At the time, bro, I'm just fucked up. Like, I'm not even really taking it like that. But then seeing how the world took it, it's like, damn, it makes sense for people that watch Jordan for the last 20 years and all these, and they know, like, damn, he doesn't show that emotion. He hasn't come out and done shit. Like, this is a shocking moment. Jordan, the greatest of all time, a lot of people consider, is sitting up here crying his eyes out, saying a part of him died when Kobe died. And it really was a meaningful thing. At the time, I didn't really think about it that way, but it really does show a lot of how he felt about Kobe.
Yeah.
All right, then last Kobe thing then. I was gonna let y'all chime in, but I got last one. KD was talking about Kobe. It was just super cool because they had a rundown of everyone talking about Kobe, and KD was like, he was just saying how I would never tell Kobe this, but no, I studied everything he did. Like, I was trying so hard to be just like him. Like, even playing against him, like, I'm watching everything he does, and I'd never tell Kobe this, but yeah, like, I modeled everything and I was just like, bro, I just love hearing stuff like that, especially from a dude like KD, the only guy Kobe says he couldn't figure out on offense. And meanwhile, this nigga, he said, defensively, he said that before I could clamp him, force him left, he didn't have that pull-up yet. So I knew exactly how to deal with him, and that was when we were smacking them in the playoffs. He said before, then he had his big come up. They were working, and we were doing different shit, and the playoffs happened. And he said, yeah, I was never able to figure it out by the time I was done. Like, I didn't get to figure out how to guard dude. So that's got to be crazy if you're KD. When he heard that, it's like, bro, I studied everything after you. So shit, I'm 7 feet though. So yeah, these moves work.
This shit don't work when you're 6'6".
Oh god. All right, boys. This has been wonderful. Thank you guys for joining me. This meant a lot. There's another one.
Raising the crane.
Thank you guys for joining me, man. This has been a great time. Anything else want to go on? Any more sports shit?
Nope. You got any last comments?
Y'all
that you
cute asses.
Just want to thank the podcast listeners. You know,
Oh yeah.
can't do it without you guys.
Shake that thing loose, boy.
Shake that truth to him, bro. What you speaking is facts, man. We appreciate all the viewers, man. Everyone who's followed us to this journey through the last 2 hours. I feel like this was a deadly pod. Oh, we didn't talk about my song. Next pod, we gotta talk about the song and the music video. Ooh, and we still have our ongoing bet. Don't forget, buddy.
June.
Way
50,000
back
streams.
down.
Oh,
50K.
okay, yeah.
We gotta
yeah.
go through the numbers next pod. I pulled them up this one, but it wasn't with the flow, so I said, fuck it.
All right, bet.
On my side.
Great pod.
You don't have any like last closing words? Anybody?
Oh, yeah. Last closing words, bro.
Let me do my joke. All right. So.
Oh, yeah. You want to do it?
All right, fuck it,
If
let's
y'all
do it.
chilling on time.
I didn't sleep all night, but like.
Wait. Should I? Come on.
Hype me up, bitch.
All right, Saqib.
Oh, Saqib, you're so funny.
All right, let's hear
Now,
it.
you guys-
I heard you're
you gotta do
funny.
that one after.
I know. I'm sorry.
All right. Y'all know about predictive analytics, or you guys know about predictive analytics? It's usually when you type into Google something like symptoms for AIDS, and it, like maybe for like a school project, or you recently fucked a hooker, like how your sushi is served. If you know what I mean. Don't know what I mean. All right, trust me. But yeah, so you type in symptoms for AIDS one day, and the next day you get like a Trojan ad, you know. And you know, if you sent me that a little bit earlier, maybe we wouldn't be in this situation. and then you go on to Amazon, and then the top seller on your Amazon list is the Holy Bible. And this is what irks me about the AI. Like, if you're going to try to sell me a product, at least get to know me. My legal name is Abdurrahman Saqib Salahuddin. What the fuck am I supposed to do with the Bible? Is the Bible going to give me 70 virgins when I die? Huh? Either give me a Quran or a bazooka for my fucking Amazon list. And then you're just scrolling on. Then you're scrolling on Instagram, you're scrolling, and then Magic Johnson's autobiography pops up, and I'm like, ooh, might buy that one, but nah. And you keep scrolling, and then you see a picture of Eazy-E, and he's in the hospital, and the captions say, but I'm no NWA. But, fuck, you see? Okay, but then, alright. Alright. But the worst thing about predictive analytics is that it is the worst wingman possible. Because you might be sitting with the girl that's like, maybe you started dating before COVID and you don't know what you guys are, but you guys be fucking, and you know, maybe they call it a situationship, but y'all got like relationship energy, whatever it is. You guys fuck, and then you put on YouTube, and then an ad pop up, and the ad is, every kiss begins with K. So at this point, I'm side-eyeing her to see if she got any type of excitement on her face. Because if she do, I'm smacking the shit out of her. Because there's no way in hell I am wifing this. She living with cockroaches. She don't give no head, and she don't fuck on a period. How the fuck you be getting what?
We for sure leaving all this in.
No,
This shit is fire.
That's fine.
This is great. This is amazing.
And
Keep
she don't
going.
give no head.
What a bitch.
She don't get no head.
I'm gonna smack the shit out of her.
Smacking the shit out of her.
Smack the whore. What the fuck?
Alright, now let me go back to smacking the shit out of her. Cause there's no way in hell I'm wifing this bitch, cause she don't suck dick. Nah, what the fuck? Now
Go back to it. You gotta go back to it.
What does she do?
No.
She don't suck dick. She don't cook.
She live in roaches.
She don't clean.
Bitch.
No.
I hate this bitch.
Like, why do I like her again?
Her breath stink.
Alright, so she living with roaches. She don't give no head, and she don't fuck on a period, right? It's like, how the hell do you not like ketchup on your hot dog, and then I buy you a hot dog, and then somehow right before you eat it, you become vegan? That's like bringing a girl home from the bar, and then y'all you guys feeling each other, you guys are kissing. Next thing you know, you end up on the bed, you taking off her clothes, she taking off your clothes, and then next thing you know, you about to slip it in. She's like, oh my god, I shouldn't do this. I have a boyfriend, and I'm not gonna force her because that'd be rape.
Very bad.
Exactly, right? And then she gonna try to hit you with this line like,
I never did this before. No.
Nah. And then she gonna try to hit you with this line. She's like, hey, I'm feeling kind of drunk. I think I should sleep over. No, the fuck you not. You better call your boyfriend to pick your bitch ass up, cause we done. Get the fuck out my house.
Oh, that's facts though. That would be pretty fucking mad. Why the fuck?
What?
He's all thinking about that shit like, nah, man, that shit wouldn't fly with me.
So you're not fucking, okay.
Yeah. And that's the end of the
Why
bit.
are you here?
Hey,
Like, I don't think you're allowed to sleep over when you
greatness.
got a boyfriend. So beat it, and also all that other shit. Yeah, that's some different
And
shit.
you got roaches.
It would be. I know that part. I'll smooth it out. I definitely gotta work
that was
that
good.
out.
Nah,
But I like my intro.
That
It's
was
like-
good, and you
That
kept
was
it
great.
going. You kept pulling
That was
from
like a
it.
whole 5 minutes, 10
Man.
minutes almost.
I think that's
Like
like
7?
2 to 3, and then I'll have
5.
like
It was
another.
5.
Was
It was
it?
5.
Oh.
Or I think because I think we're around 7 minutes on this new take, but
Okay,
that was good,
okay.
man.
That was
So
good.
I'm honored
That was
to be
great.
in your presence, bro. That was fire. I'm gonna Venmo you for that because I
That's
feel like
what I'm
we should
saying.
all Venmo him.
I feel like
for
we
the
deserve
performance
it.
we got. And aside from that, man, we happy to be in this motherfucker, man. We hope y'all had a good time, man. We trying through this episode. It was a great episode. We hope y'all enjoyed it. Next one's gonna be even better, man. Pod 18 is the one. Y'all niggas know what time it is. Real niggas only. And we out this bitch. Everybody slam your mics down and break them. We fired up.
Boom! On some fucking rock stars, man. Slam the laptop. You real about it.
Girl, I'm off the drugs right now. I could use your love right now. But they steady trying to tear me down.